today we are checking out a episode from Jubilee.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's 20 boomer Trump supporters versus one Gen Z liberal.
Yeah.
Apparently it's called Surrounded. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. And we're just going to react to it and see whatever. We got ourselves a new sound system, by the way. We'll see how that works out. We're sort of dibbling around in it and see what we can do about it. And it's a little bit tricky, but we'll see what we can do with it. I'm hoping the sound is okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll just go straight into it. Okay.
Mm?
Would you be in a foxhole with Donald Trump or in a foxhole with Kamala Harris?
He had an option to go into the foxholes, and he lied multiple times to not get drafted.
I focus on, let's get the population healthy. We got a bunch of sick
Well, we're
people.
not going to do it by taking away their health care. He had a lawful asylum claim. He had gone to the border checkpoint.
When you're trying to deport 20 million people, sometimes a few things happen.
Hi, I'm Luke Beasley. I'm a liberal Gen Z political commentator, and today I'm surrounded by 20 boomer Trump supporters. My first claim is MAGAnomics is terrible for the economy.
Maganomics. I love that.
You look very swanky.
Very nice to meet you.
Let's
Swanky. That's a funny word.
Yeah, that's a very funny word.
So Maganomics basically is, I guess for you who don't know, it's Trump's plan for the economical situation in the United States.
Yeah.
From what I can gather, and what they're gonna do with the United States economic situation in the next 4 years. What he thinks is a good idea for the country's economics, I guess.
Yeah, I haven't really watched like that much his future plans. I've only heard what's been happening and stuff like that. So
Yeah. So you'll be just chilling mostly.
no, I'll have my opinions.
All right. Okay, let's get to it then.
let's just start here, okay? Because you would agree Trump's landmark economic policy is tariff. That's like his biggest thing.
Well, let's start with the big picture. Trump has
Tariffs.
the right vision.
We'll get there. Let's just get clear. Who pays the tariff?
Okay, first of all, I'm a businessman. I do gross CFO
Good.
work around the world. I got hundreds of clients. I've been
Good.
30 years of building businesses.
Beautiful.
I can tell you firsthand the reason why many of my American companies can't get into foreign markets is because of tariff barriers.
Just because Trump always seems confused about this, who is it that pays a tariff?
Well, the importer does.
The importer.
Right.
So every time Trump says foreign countries are the ones who pay the tariff, it's not U.S. companies, he's lying. We agree.
That's true. It's
He's lying.
importer.
Okay, good. It's weird for his whole economic policy to be based on a lie, but
Yeah, but hold on. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so you can't really make it that easy. You got to dig deeper. That's kind of funny because if the importer pays, then what's going to happen? If you raise the tariffs,
Yeah.
then if you let's say you raise the tariffs on China, then importers are not going to import from China because it gets more expensive. So what are you going to do as an import? Let's say you import goods to the U.S. And so what that means is that you're going to start either importing from countries that don't have the tariff, or you're going to make your own shit. What like in the country, in the U.S. So what that means is more jobs for U.S. citizens, and the money in the United States stays there. It means that you're not paying other places to import goods, right?
So if Trump puts a tariff on China, we said 50%. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was like 110% for a
at some
while.
point.
But yeah, okay, continue.
Then the people that buy stuff from China pays more because of the tariff Trump put. It isn't that the tariff that China puts on
look,
USA.
what Trump means when he says that is that China is gonna suffer because you're not importing from China anymore. That's what he means. That's like because you're choosing to either make the stuff in the USA that you can't or you won't import from China in that case, then the US is the only one sort of gaining something from it. Because otherwise, what's going to happen is you're gonna pay other countries, and they're gonna send their shit over, right? But the money that company, let's say, I don't know, could be any company, let's say Nvidia. I don't even know if they exist in the US, but let's say the Nvidia, like I don't know 100%, but that's basically what that means. Let's say Nvidia orders 10,000 graphics cards from China. Okay, but they still have to, pay them to get the cards, right?
Yeah.
But then if you start making the cards in the US, then, and they will start to do that. If you raise the tariffs, they will start to make the cards in the US and sell it from the US, which means that you get the whole profits. You're never the profits are not going to leave the country in any way. The import charges are still, if you raise that, then people are going to stop importing from other countries, and they're going to make stuff in the country. Like we have that in Sweden. We import almost everything.
Yeah.
We almost don't make anything. Because we are such good citizens of the world, we don't have that much tariffs placed on our country. So we can import shit from almost anywhere to a very low price. The problem with that is if you start doing that, the economy in the country is going to start to suffer. Because I mean, what are countries going to do? They're going to start buying shit from overseas, of course.
Yeah.
Because that makes more sense. It's cheaper.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's better, first of all. Second of all, it creates a bubble, basically, that's eventually going to burst in the economy. And companies are going to start leaving the country. And because you're still paying the tariffs, right? You're paying to import something from other countries. So if they move their company over to that company or that country that you're paying the tariffs from, then they will make more money, right?
Yeah.
So the problem, because you can make the things cheaper and still sell it back to you.
Yeah.
So the problem is that he's completely wrong. I mean, he is right that the importer pays. But it will create an incentive for companies to stay in the United States, to not move, and to create stuff in the United States, which will gain jobs, it will gain money, and it will gain taxes, and it will gain a lot of these things to the country.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. And I feel like USA is such a freaking big country with everything. How can it be so hard to find stuff? If I don't know, if you want to buy like a phone, I don't know, why would you buy it from China and not?
No, but that's the thing.
USA?
That's not how it works. So you're thinking that you're gonna import it personally from China, but that's not how it works.
Oh, it's the company.
The company does it.
Okay.
So the company, let's say iPhone, right?
Yeah.
Let's say iPhone. God, I'm just gonna hold on. Okay, so this is interesting. Economics not my strong suit, but let's see if I can get this right. If iPhone, they create a new iPhone 400. I don't know, like it's always something. Okay,
it is.
And let's say the company imports, I don't know, 50 million iPhones. 50 million iPhone 400. I was gonna say 500 now, but let's say 400. Okay. Then, and they're gonna sell it back to you because it's created in China. They just ship the whole phone back to the United States. Like not parts, they ship the whole phone. Sometimes some companies have some things they assemble it in the US. Maybe we even have that here in Sweden sometimes, that you import some parts and then you assemble it in Sweden and then you sell it. And therefore you can say it's created in Sweden.
Oh Lord.
It's like the meat packaging. It's the same deal. A lot of the meat that says produced in Sweden, it's not produced in Sweden. It's packaged in Sweden. It could be from Thailand, from all we know. We don't know shit, but it says produced in Sweden because they can simply do that. It's a label. Basically, they're lying to the customers. So,
of course.
If the meat says it's from Ireland, you can probably believe that because that company that says it They say it from Ireland. This says it from Ireland because I mean they'll gain more customers if it's good meat, right? It's the same with these things, basically. But
All right.
but then again, I mean, it's if you import 50 million iPhones, then I mean you haven't created those in the United States. Those were created in China,
Yeah.
and then they shipped it to the United States, and they just resold it because maybe it cost like I don't know 2,000, like 200. Let's say it costs $500 to make a phone in China. I don't think so, but let's say it does. They can sell it in the US for $1,100,
Yeah.
if not more.
Yeah.
The new iPhone, probably $1,200 or $1,300. I don't know what it costs, but something like that probably. And I mean that it sort of makes sense, right? Because then when you start thinking about if you produce the things in the country, it's going to create jobs, it's going to create taxes, because people pay taxes and they have jobs, so they can pay taxes. They're not going to be reliant on the government in the same way. So that means that you're going to have more of they're going to buy the other stuff, and that's going to make their businesses go around. And all of a sudden, well, it's just economics. It's making things go around in a way. And I think that is the incentive that Trump is trying to create with tariffs. And it is a good idea because it drives the prices down in the country also, because you're going to have to start creating things again. And we've seen since like I think it's like start of the early 90s, if I'm not completely mistaken, could be even earlier than that. For as long as I can remember, companies have moved to China.
Yeah.
And the reason is because it's simply it's so much cheaper to create things, right? To build things, even if the materials are a lot worse, because the materials are a lot worse in China than there are in Western countries. And if we would create, I would say, the new iPhone in the US or like Europe or some shit like that, I mean, the thing would be a lot better. I'm 100% sure. It would not fail as much as it does right now. Or the Samsung or whatever, Android, whatever you use. All of these phones are created in that part of the world, most of it anyway. If not parts, then most of the phone. And we all know, like, if they create chips, then that's good. Okay, chips is probably something you can make cheaper but still gain the same thing. But the metals and the alloys that you have around your phone is gonna be different, and even the plastics are going to be different, because they try to make it as cheap as possible, while we in Europe and in America and countries, Western countries, try to make it as durable as possible with the best, because you're going to get something good out of the things you pay for, right? The best. And these countries, I want to say socialist, communist countries, a lot of these they're like hybrid communist capitalist countries. Like you want the people to have all of these things, but you also want it as cheap as possible. So there's like, if you wanted the people to have as good things as possible, then you should create that, but they don't. They only care about the money in the end.
Yeah.
And that's what sort of Trump has proven with the tariffs.
Yeah.
And
all I'm thinking about is like the brand clothes, like Gucci and all that stuff. They make their clothes in like China, that you can basically buy onto like AliExpress or something for $4 and then sell it for $400,
right,
and just put on the mark. It's crazy, you know. It's like,
yeah, but that's how it works. It's like they're lying to people in a way that is, it's like it's not okay. Like it's gonna have to stop eventually.
Yeah.
And I even saw the video where there was this girl who worked at Gucci or some shit. She was like walking around China. It was like, this factory creates Gucci stuff, and this factory creates Temu shit.
Yeah.
It's the same factory.
Yeah.
It's the same place. So I mean, you're paying like $2,000. I don't know what it costs to buy a Gucci bag, but let's say $2,000 to $10,000. You're paying that price for a bag that actually costs, I don't know, $4, $5. You can buy on Temu.
Yeah.
They just put the Gucci sign on there, and it's like fine.
Done.
Right. So it's I mean, Like, let's say you would start creating Gucci in America. You would have to have, because they have a different kind of brand management and facilities for making things that are exclusive. And I think that's why I think it's a very good thing. The tariffs were a very good idea, even if we live in Europe and we sort of felt the tariffs there for a while. I think we still do to some degree. I think it's a good idea because, I mean, a weak America is not good for anybody in the world, and it's never gonna be, unfortunately. And I think that America's gain is everybody's gain at this point.
Yeah, I think that's something that Americans don't really think about.
Right. They only see their own little bubble.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem.
But everyone is impacted from how their economy is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%. If the economy just, I mean, when the 08 crash, 2008, when that crashed, 2007, 2008, something like that. I remember that very vividly. And the whole economy, even Sweden, I mean, Norway, a lot of these countries, even if Norway wasn't even part of the EU, it doesn't matter. The economies just went to shit.
Yeah.
Like in the whole, like most countries that I heard of, it just meant a complete collapse. And you could, like, there was no jobs, there was nothing, because like of a bubble burst in the U.S. and this happened.
Yeah.
Right? But it's all on the dollar. I mean, we've entered like 1 minute and 38 seconds, and we still can't shut up. But I mean, we can make a part 2 out of this, and we're probably not going to do the whole video. But I mean, this is just things that maybe we should do that. By the way,
What?
out of this video, maybe we should. Because this is a perfect video for that.
For what?
Listen, I mean, people in the United States don't understand how important it is for the United States to flourish for the rest of the world. Maybe that's a video we should do about this. Maybe that's what we should do, you know. We should try to explain how important it is and how important their flourishing is for us and for everybody else.
Yeah, that's true.
That's one thing we should keep in mind when you watch this.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right.
So let's do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Well, what does it do? So the tariff barriers create fair access. So it's all about fairdom. Americans, look around the room. You got some of the most talented people you will ever know in the world. We can give us a chance to compete, level playing field. We will do the work. We will bring in the international business. Many of our jobs, with globalization, which I led, many of our jobs have gone international because of unfair tariff practices. Even when we had property in China. We had to hire a non-tariff barrier. We had to hire a Chinese spy to be in our telecom company, still in our secrets.
Okay, that's like a random anecdote. We got to go more. When you look at the impact, we've seen job growth slowing, we've seen GDP growth slowing, unemployment ticking up, employment getting worse. That's all an impact of him slapping these teachers.
Look, okay. So I'm going to pause this a lot because this is very interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna pause as well, but you go ahead first.
Okay, so it says GDP increased 3.8% during the second quarter of 2025, nearly incidental to the same period of 2024. Average monthly jobs gains have slowed, but the unemployment rate and total number of unemployment people hasn't really changed. Okay.
So he doesn't know what he's talking about, since he's saying that there's much more people that's unemployed. And
Well, yeah, but okay, let's say he doesn't really know 100%. But what it says also, which is important to say, is that the unemployment people hasn't really changed.
Yeah, exactly.
So they haven't really hired more people either.
That's
So
true.
that means that it's a zero-sum game thus far.
Yeah, but we also had to think about he hasn't even sitting in the president seat in a year.
Yeah, but exactly. Like, okay, so the modern day society is so much bureaucracy. Nothing happens in 6 months. Almost nothing happens in a year. Almost nothing happens in 2 years. This takes several years for something to actually happen. And I have to say, in a year now, today, maybe not today, but in a year, that how long has Trump been there now? It's not even a year.
No,
it's like 8 months.
8 months.
9 months.
Yeah, something like
10,
that.
11, 12. It's 10 months. 11, 12.
12, maybe.
whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Something like that.
He's not even been there a year.
Mm.
And already, they've deported a lot of people. They've done a lot of things that the United States citizens wanted when they voted him in.
Yeah.
It's not even been a year. And in Sweden, not even a tenth of what Trump has done would have happened. It takes I would say 2 or 3 terms for something for like this to happen.
Yeah.
So, if somebody from the US are listening to this, you have no idea how fucking lucky you are. The rest of politics and the rest of the world, at least in the European Union, happens at a tenth of the speed that is happening to you right now. Trump is really doing a lot of good things, and it hasn't really at the point where this was. When was this video out? Can you check that out?
Pretty new.
Pretty new?
Yeah, I'll check it out. Wait. I was gonna say, I think it's an accomplishment in itself that it hasn't really changed, because isn't it usually the first year when it's a new president, it becomes a little bit worse before it gets better.
Of course.
So that it even is still a 0, minus plus thing.
Sure.
It's something good that he has accomplished that even. Wait, let's see. A month ago, this video was.
So this came out in October, basically, in the end of October, and from seeing what has happened thus far is amazing. It's there's been so many things that I've been I wish that we could have almost done the same thing when it comes to certain things, I guess. And I'm not saying that Sweden probably couldn't put tariffs on certain we're a small country.
Yeah.
We probably couldn't do that. We're not a big country, so that probably couldn't happen. And because we're in the EU, that wouldn't be a thing. But let's say that, if the unemployment people hasn't really changed in 8 months, I think it was something like this, when he's been in power this long, that before this video, that's a good thing. To me, that's a good thing, because it hasn't dropped. And usually it drops for a while, and then it becomes a little bit worse. And then because some things has to be changed, and they promised a lot of things to the population, and you have to rewrite a lot of the rules, and it takes time to get over that hump, to get into the new sort of era, I guess.
Yeah.
And you have to realize that nothing happens in a 2-week time. And I wonder if these, I guess, this guy that we're seeing right now, if he would say the same thing as if Kamala was in charge. Let's say the same thing happened. Would he say the same thing? Probably not. He would probably say what I just said. So it's just, it takes time. And actually in Sweden, we have seen since the, I don't want to call them conservative, moderate.
Who?
The moderates.
Oh, yeah.
Here
Yeah,
in
I
Sweden.
wouldn't call them conservatives.
Yeah, they're
either,
not at all conservative, probably, but more moderate. Took charge in the last election. It's a new election the next year, but it has been a downturn for a while. 2 years. Is all 1.5 years. It's almost been a downturn, and we've seen a lot of unemployment. But from what we see now, and from what we from the information that we've gotten thus far, it appears that it's not just Swedish people that are unemployed. It's actually half of all the unemployed in Sweden are immigrants, apparently.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
You remember that statistics that we saw?
I think it was a little bit more than half, even.
Yeah, I think it was 4.5, 4.6, and it was 4.4 Swedish and 4.6% immigrants. So the news says that we have an 8% unemployment rate in Sweden, but the immigrants take up 4.6% of that unemployment, something like that.
Yeah.
And the funny part about that is we're 10 million people in Sweden today.
Yeah.
And there is, what was it, 1.3 million immigrants?
Yeah, it was.
So 1.3 million immigrants takes up 46% of the unemployment. That's horrific. That's fucked up.
It is.
Like the half of all immigrants in Sweden are unemployed, and we're paying for them.
Yep, we are. It's probably a similar situation in the US as well. You know,
Yeah,
like
but
a lot of.
I mean, if you look at the crime statistics, you can draw the same conclusion. But then it's the crimes, they're different.
Yeah,
It's
that's
unemployment and it's crime. But what is it? Like, it's like 8 million black people, I guess, in the United States, something like that. 8 or 12 million, like somewhere in between, I think. And they go for like, what is it, like 35% of the crime?
Yeah,
There's
it's a
like-
lot.
There's like a lot, like what is it, 320 million people in the United States? That's crazy. That's crazy. So it's not, I mean, think whatever you want of Trump, but
Black population in the United States is estimated 51 million.
51 million.
Which accounts for approximately 15% of the 340 million.
Okay, so I was wrong. So it's 50 million black people in the United States. Okay, I was wrong. Sorry about that. Okay, let's say that, but it's still very bad. Like, it's very, very bad.
Yeah, it is.
Like, it's just like, and we've seen these memes online, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
like black people are like, yeah, I'm gonna go into a white area because there's less crime.
Yeah.
It's like, that's bad.
Like,
Because-
even black people is fed up with black people there.
Yeah, we're starting to see that more and more. And actually, it's not only a U.S. thing. I've seen it here in Sweden too. A lot of black people are very like, what is it, like black fatigue? I think.
Yeah,
they
black
call it?
fatigue.
Black
yeah.
fatigue. Yeah. Okay, so, but yeah, you have to be careful with the statistics because what is I usually tell you, like, it doesn't mean anything for the individual.
Yeah,
And-
exactly.
And that's sort of the problem, because the individual can get it wrong. And that, because the statistics say a lot of things, and it doesn't only mean one thing. And that's the problem.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was looking up the Doge.
Doge? Okay.
I was trying to look up how many got fired from that operation, but I couldn't really find the number like quick. But
Well, you have to be more specific.
Uh,
Fired from
during
what
the-
department?
every department, I mean through the whole Doge
The whole process.
how
Oh.
many got fired during it, because that's
So-
what I'm also thinking about, because
So it doesn't really matter. Let me tell you why. Let's say, because we're talking about, I'm gonna change my microphone here a little bit. I'm gonna sit up a little bit. My back is really bad. Sorry about that. But you're gonna have to be a little bit.
wait, can I just say what I was gonna say
Okay.
for you?
Continue.
With the fact check here,
Yeah.
that the total number of unemployed people hasn't really changed, but they fired like a lot of people. I don't know how many, but
No,
a
I
lot
think it was
of
like
people.
25,000 people. It was a lot of people.
Yeah.
I think,
So-
if I'm not completely mistaken.
So I mean, there are jobs. People have gotten jobs, obviously, since they fired, and then other people must have gotten jobs because it's hasn't changed, as the fact check says. So that's what I was gonna say, that
Right.
they did fire like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Then people must have gotten jobs also as well during this.
Well,
these
I mean,
months.
okay, so statistics is strange, right? Because first off, it sort of, it matters where it comes from. That's the first thing, because I mean, it will be skewed depending on your political angle and where you're coming from, because you can do statistics on people being fired in 2025, and what does fired mean? Like, the meaning of the word makes sense in the statistics, and that's the problem. Like, fired, what does that mean? Fired could be because you were an asshole. Yeah. Then you're a part of the statistics, even though it was because of Doge.
Yeah.
Actually.
Okay. Yeah.
So
sure.
that's what we saw with the COVID thing. People that died in hospitals during COVID were all COVID cases all over the world. Which means that even if they had COVID when they died, they had a heart attack and they were very frail, old people, let's say. In the statistics, they died from COVID. And that's what the news used against us, the population. Oh, another 4,000 people have died from COVID this year. It's like, that's not true. Like 99.8% died of natural causes. 0.2% died from COVID because their body couldn't handle it. The flu every year, people double or triple the people die every year in Sweden than they did from COVID. But they used they were incentivizing the healthcare system as in Sweden as they did in the US to make that into COVID cases because people were getting the vaccine and that's what they wanted. So that's the problem. They're ruling by fear, and that's the problem with statistics. Isn't an actual issue. So you have to be careful where you're getting statistics from, and their political leaning, and where sort of what they gathered through it, I guess. So it's really hard. Statistics is really hard. I don't have any kind of education when it comes to the statistics and all this stuff, but throughout the years, I've seen a lot of weird shit pop up that you're like, is this really true? But when you look at it from several different sources, the statistics are very different, even if it's in the same thing. So it depends on where it comes from as well. But I would say that when you're watching something like Jubilee, I would say that they probably have to be as accurate as they can, because they will lose their viewership if they're not. So, and which makes it a little bit more, which is why the private sector is so much better, and they will be called out if they're doing something wrong, and they will lose their viewership very quickly, because people want to make money. Yeah. And even Jubilee makes money. Yeah. Like probably a lot. Yeah. And I mean, if they do something wrong, if they produce the wrong statistics, then they're going to lose money. People are going to stop watching, and then they're going to lose money. Nobody wants that. They don't want that. I don't want that. I mean, if they have a great show, then I don't want that. So it's to everybody's, I guess, benefit that they don't. That they have great statistics to take from. They probably have taken it from different sources and checked it out. Yeah. That see that it's basically correct. So.
Yeah. Should we continue?
Yeah, we're like 2 minutes in. Fucking hell. Okay.
He's also tariffing, just quickly, Brazil, which we have a trade surplus with, so it's not the trade barrier reason. He's tariffing countries where it doesn't even make coherent sense because he's upset about this thing or that thing, but then we're the ones paying the consequences.
Let's be clear.
That's incoherent.
Let's be clear about impact. In the second quarter, which we're still, what we just finished, in the second quarter, GDP was at 3%, which is a normal range for us. Core inflation is at 2.1 to 2.4%, which is normal for us. Unemployment down at 4%.
You agree that we saw 48 consecutive months of job growth under Biden, and then Trump came in and...
Why didn't you pause?
Because I wanted you to pause.
Oh, okay.
Because it's funny. Anyway, so let's be clear. I actually talked to a Swedish official once, and he said that unemployment, there has to be unemployment. You cannot have a country without unemployment.
Why?
There has to be at least 4%.
Oh.
To have I don't know if this is a
4%?
thing. Oh, yes. If this is not a thing in the US, okay, that's fine. But here in Sweden, where we live, we have to have an unemployment rate of at least 4%. Because basically what they mean is that the money that, like, this is a whole fucking...
science of itself.
Yeah, I don't even know how to explain it. But basically what happens is that the government gives money to the places that gives out the, I guess if you want to call it food stamps in the US, for the population, or the social services that drives that, that gives up money to people who aren't unemployed. They get money from the state. If they don't use the money disappears.
And is that a good thing?
No.
No.
Which is why they keep the unemployment very high. They keep it at 4% because they have to. Because otherwise these other people that work at these places won't get their money.
Oh, okay.
So there's going to be mass unemployment from the communes here in Sweden. I guess we can call it communes because that's basically what it is. And the social services. And they're going to lose their jobs if they don't have that unemployment. Which means that you're trying to keep people unemployed by having unemployment. Which is interesting, right?
Yeah, that is interesting.
But that's how it works. So you have to have at least 4%. And we having 8% now means that the only people who are really unemployed are the immigrants.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Because normally, if we didn't have any immigrants, it would only be 4%, and that would be Swedish population.
Yeah. And that would be okay then.
That would be okay. Because some people are always are unemployed.
Yeah.
And it could be because you are handicapped.
Yeah.
Could be because you are psychologically I guess you're not attractive on the job market because you have certain psychological issues that makes it impossible for you to work. It could be 1,000 things.
Yeah.
But 4% apparently.
All right.
Came in and we lost jobs for the first time in June, I think it was.
But we agree there's 4% unemployment, which is a
well, he was handed 4% unemployment.
Which is
You can't give him credit for that. That's what Biden gave him.
Okay.
Agreed. Biden's economy was good.
Not agreed. In Biden's economy, inflation went up. There were some years 9%.
Well, we handled it better than our G7 counterparts. That was kind of a pandemic thing.
We have $6 trillion of new foreign direct investment coming in. We have a focus on AI. We have a focus on energy.
Okay, just to be clear, like we said before, nothing takes a week. Nothing takes a year. For these big companies to create this big industrial complexes, to create these machines and things that you have to create to make things work, like to sell things in the United States, to create things in the United States and actually sell it there, it takes years. It can take 8 to 12 years to get that going. But, and there's a big but to this, which is a good thing. What you're doing when you're I guess it was like Nvidia and I guess iPhone and some other companies actually wanted to go to the United States because of tariffs, and they wanted to sort of invest in the United States. What happened there is that you have an incentive to keep it up and keep going, because if you know that in 10 years iPhone in the United States are going to employ, I don't know, 25, 30,000 people.
Yeah.
Because I mean, then you know that, okay, in like a generation we're gonna have jobs for them. Like you gotta work, you have to work forward. You have to think forward. As a president, you can't think backwards. You can't think about what we have now. You got to think about what you have tomorrow, what happens next year. You have to think about all those things, and you have to sort of nail it together in a line, like a red line that we can follow throughout the years, right? And so you have to be careful, because you can't only say what we have today. You have to think about the future. That's the important thing. In a year, in 2 years, in 3 years, what are we going to have? iPhone, they're invested, I don't know, $500 million or $1 billion or $500 billion. I don't know. There's a lot of money going around. I don't know the exact numbers, but there's a lot of money. And so, yeah, like you can't just think about the now. You got to think about tomorrow, and that's how they have to think if you're a president. I don't think you can even, I mean, if you're only thinking about the now, then how is that even going to work? Because right now you have this. So what are we working towards? There's like, yeah, I don't know. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's accurate. I mean, that's kind of the thing, that if you sit as a president for 4 years, you want whatever you've done to kind of hold, so it's still is good. Whatever you've done with anything, I guess. And yeah, and I think that they forget, like the normal people, they're still in debt to World Bank or
35
whatever.
trillion.
Yeah, 35 trillion.
It's
I would want to
$1,000
know.
billion times 35.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy.
You can't even, what did you say? You can't even count to a billion in your lifetime. It's impossible.
Yeah.
You'll die. It'll take 160 years or something like that to count to a billion.
Oh, God. Fucking hell.
So
I would like to see how the economy would look like if they weren't in debt at all. Like how it would be for us
So
here.
it will be very bad.
Oh.
And let me tell you why.
Why?
Because being in debt is like, it's like one of my friends at work, a blue collar worker. So we talk a lot about these things, about the economy and whatever. And he had an idea, and I won't say that I agree with it, but he had an idea that says that you should have a lot of loans in Sweden.
Oh.
And the reason, because first off, you get a tax cutback every year that you get back.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a lot higher. But you have to have a loan in a good place. You can't just have it in any bank. You have to have it tied to a house or tied to like kind of a property, something like that. Then you get a tax break every year, and you get cutbacks, and you get it back into your wallet every year. You get more depending on how much money you're loaning from the bank.
Yeah.
So here in Sweden, it's a good thing. Okay, so I'm not gonna even try to understand the banks in the U.S., but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say that to some degree, I think it works basically the same way. You don't have to have as much as they do now. I think today is a little bit extreme, and it's probably gonna get a little bit worse before it gets better, like with everything. But I think that a few trillions in debt, I would say a few trillions, would probably be a good idea. Like I would say probably like 5 to 10 trillions in debt, and keep it there. Because the rents and what you pay on the loans is gonna make you it's gonna make the banks be able to make more money, basically.
Yeah.
So the inflation rate is gonna go down. Even if you have a little bit of debt, you can keep that debt there and still pay the the cost, God damn it, I can't remember the word for that, but the rent is a bad, you can't call it rent, that's something else. But
the monthly payment.
The mortgage,
Oh.
It's like a mortgage, right? Like you pay it, but you here in Sweden we had for a long time, you didn't actually pay the bank, you just paid a mortgage, and you didn't pay because you loaned the money from the bank. So basically you didn't pay the bank anything. You just paid because you owned the house. So that's just stupid. It was 0%. So that doesn't work because and that's gonna cause inflation because they want their money back, right? They can't create new money when they don't get any money in. So you need a little bit of inflation. You can't have it to zero. If you have it to zero, then they can't create, if I'm right now, I could be wrong, but if I have this right, they can't create, I guess, new value to the money.
Was it interest rate you were looking
Interest rate, thank you.
Ränta
Yeah.
in Swedish.
Okay, so it's not our primary language,
Yeah,
English.
no.
So it's still not perfect, but whatever. And so it's very important. Like it's like the unemployment rate, right? It has to be like 4% or like something like that, right? You have to keep, like, you can't be zero, because if it's zero, other things stop working.
Oh yeah. All
So,
right.
Yeah. So I'm not saying it has to be 35 trillion. It's a little bit much.
Yeah.
It should be around 5 to 10, and keep it there. Just pay the bill every month or every year, or however they pay.
Yeah.
Keep it there, and because you need to oh god, I can't remember the name of the bank. I got him,
I
but
don't know either.
whatever, it doesn't matter. Federal Bank, I think, something like that. Federal Reserve. Thank you.
Oh.
But yeah. So and that's important for the rest of the world, which is us. So thank you for that. Try to keep that, and then we'll be done. Okay. I could be wrong about this. Don't quote me on any of what you just heard. I'm telling you right now because I could be wrong, so don't do that. I'm just talking out of my own sort of hat right now. I think that what I'm saying is true, but don't quote me on that. Okay, let's keep going.
Trump has a right vision for Americans and probably people like you.
So
work.
let's talk again about his argument, right? Is that we're going to bring in a bunch of domestic manufacturers, which will be more expensive. Otherwise, we would have been manufacturing here already. We sent them elsewhere because it was cheaper. And so he's saying we'll bring factories back.
You're saying you send our jobs. You're saying you send our jobs elsewhere.
But
It's not the manufacturing that's important. They used to have 20,000 manufacturing companies around Chicago alone. Many of them left never to return, which are jobs for people like the people in the room and people that support you.
And the solution
that is not good for us.
Broad strokes, draconian tariffs, as shown by we're losing manufacturing. We're losing manufacturing jobs right now under Trump.
I can talk.
So why are they losing manufacturing jobs still, even if you put the tariffs on?
Yeah, like you said, it doesn't take a month to build a new factory. Yeah. It takes time. And, it's been a lot with the robots as well.
Sure.
Coming in.
And AI has a certain degree of, But yeah, continue.
So I think that you won't see results like that.
Of course not. No.
But
what? How do you think? Do you think the unemployment for youth and elderly people, sorry, but over 40 maybe, people that have been in the scene for a while? Do you think there's a difference, or do you think it's like the youth unemployment is worse than for people over 40 in this case?
Yeah, I think it's worse for youth.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why?
Mostly because it's harder to get in the job market nowadays. I don't know how it's in the US, but in Sweden it's like, oh yeah, if you want to be a cleaner here, you have to have a 3 years degree in this, and you need to have this and this and this.
Yeah.
And it's like, how the fuck am I supposed to get this experience without getting a fucking job?
Yeah, so they're facing the same problems in the US. I've seen a lot of videos on Instagram and on on YouTube, especially women, for some reason. But I've seen they go out and they say, how am I supposed to get the experience if I can't even get a job? And it's a thing over there as well. But what I would say is that you're starting to rename, and I think this is a feminist issue too. If I'm not completely, bullshitting right now. So if you call a cleaner, that's derogatory. Yeah. That's something bad.
Yeah.
You can't call them a cleaner anymore.
Fastighetsskötare.
Right. They're called something really
stupid.
Snobby. Here in Sweden now, because if you rename something, apparently it's worth more, and therefore they should get higher pay, apparently, and all of these things, and which means that you have to have a higher education to become as you call it, cleaner. I want to call it cleaner too, because that is what you're doing. Yeah. I'm a painter because I paint. Yeah. Something, it just is. An electrician works with electricity. That's just how it is. Yeah. But they try to these jobs that mostly women have they're trying to make them, I guess, if you want to seem more important. The thing is that it is important. Cleaning is important.
Oh yeah.
To have a clean environment is extremely important.
Yeah, definitely.
Hospitals and whatever. Factories.
Yeah, everywhere you go.
Oh yeah, it's important wherever you go to have a clean environment. So it's not like, but they don't see it that way. You have to have a fancy name attached to it. You have to be have to have a doctorate in cleaning to actually do that right now.
Yeah.
And that's a part of the problem. When I was young, God, I sound old right now, but when I was your age, it was called a cleaner. And it was you could get the job whenever you wanted to. There was always a job as a cleaner. Nobody wanted to do the job, but if you really needed the job, you could do that. Yeah. So it was you just basically have to call them. That's basically what you had to do. But nobody wanted it, but a lot of people did eventually. And so I don't like the fact that also this with immigration, this is a thing too, right? Because they say that especially the heavily right-leaning people, usually say that they come here and they steal our jobs.
Yeah.
And it's actually a truth fact that that is the case. Because unfortunately, some of these people that you see online, they say like fruit picking and shit like that. We don't have that here in Sweden. We don't have that much fruit because the winters are so heavy that we don't have those things. But like cleaning jobs and maintenance jobs to some degree. Swedish people would take those jobs.
Yeah.
We would have zero unemployment if that was the case. And people would take those jobs. They're actually not that bad of a salary nowadays as well.
Yeah, no, it isn't that bad.
But the problem is you can't do that because we can't have 0% unemployment.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
that would apparently hurt our society.
Yeah.
And then you take in a lot of immigrants that take on even more unemployment. So you have to pay out more money, and then that means you can tax the population even higher. So that's the problem. What were we talking about? We were talking about... God, I forgot. Oh, shit. It just flew out of my head.
Manufacturing jobs, why they're still losing.
Oh, why they're still losing jobs. Yeah, because it takes time to create them. It doesn't work over like a week, like we just said, right?
Yeah,
it takes time, and it's going to take time. It's going to take like a year or two at least until you get some of them working. And, you know, it's and now apparently, this is a month ago, but now apparently they're creating jobs from what I've seen.
Yeah, like they said in the last or whatever fact check, it's been like a zero sum of people of the unemployment rate. So even...
So how does that make sense to this?
Then it's probably that people are getting jobs somewhere else than manufacturing, I guess.
Exactly. So, but basically you changed jobs. So that you lost a manufacturing job and you gained a job at Starbucks.
Yeah.
I don't know, somewhere else. Whatever.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, you maybe gone down a little bit in pay. I don't know how much you make at a manufacturing job in the United States, but I mean, you make pretty good money here. But I don't know, maybe it's bad over there. Let's say it's really bad. And then you go to like you lost that job because hey, we're moving to China. And so this company's moving to China, so you're gonna have to get another job. It's like okay, and then you get a job at Starbucks that probably pays even less.
Yeah,
that's really bad. But there's a big but to this. You still have a job.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can look for other jobs while you're working at Starbucks.
Yeah.
Nobody's forcing you to work there until you're retired.
Nope.
Nobody's forcing you to fucking nobody's doing that. You're like and this is what some people forget in the United States. In the United States, there you have a different kind of you could do a lot of things with your life that you can't in other countries. And which is why it's you could call it a like you can call it something like what do you call it? The land of the free and the home of the brave, right? And why that is so funny to some degree is because it's somewhat true.
Yeah.
Because definitely. The land of the free, it's like you have a freedom to do a lot of things that you don't in the rest of the world. Like we don't. We have so many rules that if you go and take a shit, then you're gonna break 10 of them. And it's like China almost. We're not being surveillance 24/7. Okay, fine, but it's gonna get there. We've seen England, right?
Yeah. Oof.
So we're probably gonna get there very soon. And apparently now the EU just greenlit a lot of that in the European Union as well.
Great. Awesome.
No, it's not great. It's very bad, and we're gonna feel that very soon. And unfortunately, so we just dissolve the European Union. Please. Let's make it a free world once more and just fucking move on from all this bullshit.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I think that some people in the United States don't understand that you have a different kind of mobility when it comes to work and employment and education than you do in other countries. Even if it costs you a lot more, you're still going to gain more from it in a different sense. So from a Swedish perspective, it's still the land of the free. Like, it just is, unfortunately. I would like to say that we are, but we're not. Let's continue.
I mean,
about companies I work
you can
for.
Google it. We'll
I
do
can
a
talk
fact
about
check on
companies I work
screen.
for. The manufacturers
We lost
coming back.
manufacturing jobs
They
last
have more
month.
orders they can deliver.
Those are anecdotal, not the
But
broader
tell me
stats
why,
on this.
Tell me why you're against fair trade for Americans.
Oh, I'm for that. Heck
American-
yeah. And if Trump wanted to negotiate,
then how do you get to it without doing tariffs?
if he wanted to use it as a threat, right? He goes to countries. He says, "You have these trade barriers. If you don't reduce them, I'm gonna slap tariffs." That would be one thing. That's not what he did.
So you think empty threats work?
But that's not what happened. He just slapped tariffs on the whole world, including an island with penguins on it, and then started trying to make deals, but it wasn't really working. So he just started. Wait, really? Hear
deals?
this? Not very many. It was like 3 that were
How
actual
many- how
deals.
many-
Up. But it did work.
Yeah, it did work.
It did work.
Yeah.
We've seen that with almost every country. There's like a few countries, I think, that are a little bit negative still.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
of course.
most of the world, even the EU, Canada, Israel, fucking China, fucking Japan, like every country has just bowed
Yeah.
to that, the tariffs. And I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, not do that if that's your, like, what are you gonna, like?
And how long did you have to go through these tariffs? Like 2 months. Okay, boo-hoo. Goddamn, bro.
2 months is a long. Did you see the ghost towns in China after like a week? The companies.
Oh.
Did you see those? I
yeah.
saw those. I saw those on Instagram, and there was this guy in China that was filming, and they're not allowed to film.
Oh.
Right? They're not allowed. If they take you while you're filming, you might end up in jail for a long time. But this guy was filming from his bag or some shit. And they were walking around a mall. It was all closed down.
Yeah.
Every single store. Because they weren't getting enough money, right?
Yeah.
To keep their stores open. And it was all because of the tariffs were basically slapped on like a week before. And everybody lost their jobs. They were like the job market in China was crazy after they've slapped on the 110% tariff.
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, like you should have seen it. It was crazy. So, I mean, it does make you think. And of course, they're going to bow to it eventually.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? What are you going to say? Like, no, like we don't want that and to keep people unemployed.
Yeah, no.
Of course you're not.
Yeah, no.
And the country can't have it bad because it's a communist regime. If you have it badly, people are going to realize that communism is bad. Pay homage to the emperor, right? That's sort of the problem. And they have a face to uphold to the public that is not, that the United States don't have. They don't have to care about that the same way. But China does. Because it's a, Chinese Communist Party,
Yeah.
right? They're even named that. So the problem is that it's been the same everywhere, except for Nazism. I don't think that was the same way. But they weren't in power that long either. Was for like 10 years. So a lot of things happened during that time. Industrial and, everything from road work to medical things and whatever. They made a lot of progress in a lot of things. Maybe it was unethical things to some degree. It's true. But they made a lot of progress in a lot of things.
But a lot of the things we have now, I guess it's especially medical, we got that through not that good methods, I guess.
Well, of course. I mean, you can't expect that. You're gonna get. Sometimes doing something bad might get you something good. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of what we have today, medical technology and, hell, TVs, phones, whatever, all these things mostly came from the Nazi regime, unfortunately. And if you want to call it unfortunately, then okay. But, it's just they did a lot of things that other people didn't want to do, didn't, think was ethical to do.
Yeah.
Biological engineering to some degree. And I think, okay, a lot of bad shit happened. Okay, fine. We all know that. We all think that is true. But then again, a lot of things. I mean, always when countries wage war, then the technology is going to just rise. It's going to get better, because you need technology even better to kill your enemies, right? That's what you're there for. That's what you're doing. So you're trying to increase that technology. So what you're doing is there's a boom in technology, and eventually they're going to use that technology for other things, private things, for things that you and I can benefit from, that were not in the war, and so to speak. And that's how it works. So, but I think that this person is I mean, just looking at him is a little bit scary. His eyes he has crazy eyes. And I don't like the fact that when it comes to these Jubilee things, like, I understand it's mostly rage bait because they're just talking over one another. That's how it works. And you're supposed to be like, let him talk, bitch, shit like that. But it's like, I just don't like, I would find it more good, like better, if they actually let each other talk and they could have a real conversation. But that's just me.
Yeah, I get it.
But I know they're playing to rage bait, and that's why. Do you have something to say about that, or do you want us to continue?
I would continue.
All right.
And then he just started sending letters to countries with no concessions saying, hey,
sorry.
this is your tariff rate. So there was no concession. We still have to pay higher tariffs here. We don't get the benefits that he says we're going to get, but we get the downsides of paying higher prices.
We get them a chance to employment. The companies I work for get a chance
it's not
to,
working.
Okay, pause. You've been voted out.
All right. My friend, Luke, nice to meet you.
Hi.
Hi, Luke. How are
Luke.
you?
Good. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
My name is Rosalind.
Rosalind.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so note that every person in the background is an elderly person. They're all older.
Yeah,
Did you
it's
see that?
boomers.
Yeah, but
The
it's like,
generation.
yeah, sure, okay, but it's like he said, he's like a company manager or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, are all these company people, or I guess we'll see. But,
I don't think so, but
yeah, but okay, let's look into it.
To meet you.
So we're going to do this with everyone. We agree
Okay.
Trump lies when he says foreign countries pay the tariffs.
You know what's interesting about that is that if they weren't paying something, why were they so hard working trying to get out of it?
China, Japan, Mr. Japan is not paying the U.S. government in tariffs, correct?
Money is coming
who?
in. Money is coming in from multiple countries. First of all, you have UAE, Saudi Arabia, Japan,
In tariffs?
South Korea
In tariffs, yes or no?
that have all come to the table to give more than
Wait,
$1 trillion
we're talking about tariffs right now.
each.
Are these countries paying us in tariffs?
I do not
what Trump says.
agree that the tariffs were
I'm getting so irritated that the only thing he's talking about is the tariffs.
Yeah, but that's what the question was. That's why.
Maganomics.
Yeah,
is that.
Maganomics. Tariffs is a part of it. But
Yeah. I think that if you're gonna talk about the economy as a whole, why are you only focusing on the tariffs?
Yeah, I think that's
That's like kind of exposing yourself to, I don't have anything else that I think is bad. It's only the tariffs that I want to focus on because I don't really have anything else concrete that I can blame him on, kind of thing. I don't know. He keeps snaking back to that subject. So it's like, can't you talk about anything else at all when it comes to economy? I don't know.
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, he has to play to the thing that what he knows what to say or talk about. So there's very few people, and even I am in that category to some degree. We all are a little bit in that category that we have a special thing that we're good at talking about.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
true.
then we always want to go back to that because that makes us feel better about ourselves. And I think that he has the same thing, just like everybody does. I try to be a little bit more, to say that I could be wrong. It's very important to say that because we all could be wrong about a lot of things. And if you say that, then you're sort of you're playing to that people can check out what you're talking about and find out for themselves. And if you were wrong, it is okay to be wrong, and people have to realize that we can't always be right. We're all wrong to some degree. We're all fed information that is not right online and wherever you go. And I think that with this guy, first off, he has crazy eyes, which is a very bad thing, because basically what I had a friend once that had those eyes. Oh. And he was crazy. And so, like, I know, like, it's just like I don't even, you couldn't even talk to him almost. It was like you had to almost shout to get your point across, because he didn't listen otherwise to any degree. And so do you think that people become like that, or do you think they're made?
With crazy eyes?
No, not crazy eyes.
Oh, okay.
If you listen or not, or if you're willing to take in what other people are telling you or not.
Oh.
Or you don't have to take it in, but listen to it.
Yeah.
And if you still have your point, you make your point across and whatever, that's fine. But listen. Do you think that is something that...
Made, I would say. It's something that's made.
Something that imprinted in you by your parents or something else. That you should listen to other people. You don't have to agree with them. But you should listen. And whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Some people believe it's biological for some people to do that, and some people, other people to not do that.
I mean, before I got together with you, I was very...
Closed off. I'm going to use that word.
Hot-headed, you know.
No, you were. Like, to me, you were not.
Yeah, not to you.
Let's put it very
But
bluntly.
if you would ask my friends how I were...
I'm going to do that.
In school or whatever.
I'm going to have to call
I was very, you know, set in my ways, temperamental. I was kind of like, quote unquote, the leader in the group as well.
Sure.
Our friend group. And I was very, you know...
Everybody knows the pretty leader of the feminist group. You should not try to take her out on a date. It's a bad idea. Just go for the ugly one.
Yeah, exactly.
Go for the ugly one. Just try to distract the leader. Like, go for the ugly one. I'm just kidding.
So, I mean, sure, I did listen to people, but I was like, I don't know, not super interested in what they were saying.
Why?
Why? Because I thought that I was right.
Because you're young and you know everything, right?
Yes, exactly.
So what happened? Okay, so we're going to bring a little bit what this channel is actually about into this. Maybe we should do that. We're only 5 minute 50 in, but it doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't matter. The length of the video is like unimportant. It's what we talk about that is important. And this is important to me. So if that is the case, then why in hell did you listen to what I told you? Because to you, earlier you, I guess, before we got together, I was a fucking misogynist. I probably would have been. I mean, listen, I'm not. I love women. I don't have any problem with women. I think they're great. It's just, I have another view of probably what life should be like with women involved. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously I knew that because we talked like a lot when we were together. But I don't know. I didn't have a problem with it. I think that it was like, had a lot to do with that I was interested in you. Oh, really? Yeah. So, okay, so you're saying... I was interested in you. And, I mean, you're older also. You have more experience and stuff like that. And obviously, I'm not so stupid to think that I would know more than someone that's 12 years older. If your dad would tell you the same thing, would you listen to him? The same thing as you've been saying? Yeah, I think... You think so? I think that if he's had always been like that... Let's say your mom would tell you. Would you listen? Yeah, probably. I mean, that's kind of why I am. You gotta be like truthful now. You can't just throw shit out there. I am truthful. Really? Yeah. Okay. Because... Interesting. Yeah, because I think that's why I was like I was. Because in our households, mom was the boss. Oh yeah, that's not a good idea. It's a really bad idea.
Mom was the scary one. And the one
Mom was the scary. Oh, that's good. The mom was the scary one.
Yeah,
okay.
she was definitely the scary one.
Oh, interesting.
And you listened to Mom. And
what about Dad? Did you listen to him?
I did listen to Dad. Sure,
Okay.
I did. But he wasn't as scary.
Yeah, I know. Your dad is I love your dad.
Yeah, he's such a
he's such a sweet guy.
Yeah,
I like that guy is just, I mean, stars and stripes, man. No, I don't know, but that guy is he's a really good dude. He's just, everything is just, he just wants what's good for everybody. He's just that guy, that just smiles all the time and thinks that life is just great.
Yeah.
That's the guy, and I love that guy. I think he's awesome.
Yeah, I think I've seen him really, really angry, 2 times.
Oh yeah.
And it was fucking scary then.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I agree with you. That probably would be.
Yeah. But otherwise, he was very, not neutral. I wouldn't say that. He's more, he gets more emotional. Maybe you could say.
Emotional.
Disappointed a bit more than angry.
To disappoint
and stuff like
Dad is a really bad thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm not angry at you. I'm disappointed. That's the worst thing, right?
And I remember when it, teenager got angry and I screamed at my dad. Sometime it didn't happen it didn't happen a lot, but it happened sometime. But then he didn't get angry at me. He got sad, and then I felt so bad. So I started
on
crying.
Your feelings.
Yeah, so I started crying. I was like, I'm sorry.
That guy's the boss, man. He played on your feelings. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, but whatever. What I was gonna say is because of headstrong mom, and was kind of the boss and all that stuff, Brazilian, all that shit.
Kind of crazy.
Kind of crazy.
In a good way, to some degree.
Yeah. So I think I got a lot of that from her when it comes to that stuff.
All right.
And I think that if both of my parents were more open-minded and conservative, I probably would have been different than what I was.
Okay, so you just contradicted yourself.
How?
Open-minded and conservative. So you can be open-minded when you are conservative. Yeah. It is true, but it's very unlikely. So if you're, let's say today the left is not open-minded.
No, not at all. Yeah.
So it's kind of shifted in a way. Yeah. Because they are the ones that say that they like other people and like other cultures and like other whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But as long as it comes to politics, they're not open-minded. But the right is.
Yeah.
We don't really
that's what I mean.
care.
Yeah.
We just think the way that we do, and then we accept it.
Yeah.
And then we can still be friends, right? Yeah. To most part, that is the case.
Yeah.
So continue. Sorry.
Yeah. So that's what I meant. So I think that if that was the case, I would probably not would have been the same when I was a teenager or whatever before we got together.
A question.
Oh yeah.
Would you say that your mom and dad is very similar politically?
I have no idea, honestly.
Really?
My dad never talks about politics.
No, I've noticed that your dad is very non-political in every way. I've tried to get him to talk about it a little bit, but he's not really open to it in a way. He doesn't really care.
The only thing I've heard him, not the only thing, but talk about is, Amazon, and that he doesn't buy from there anymore because the people that works there has been treated unwell and stuff like that.
Has been treated unwell?
Yeah, they didn't get bathroom breaks and yada yada yada.
Oh, okay. But it's the same with Tesla, I guess. They don't have a union, and they get treated in a certain way that normally you don't. So I guess, okay, continue. Sorry.
Yeah. So he's more he can talk about that sort of stuff. That's
work related,
on the side of politics,
right?
But not politics. Everything I've heard when it comes to politics, my mother, she has been talking about politics a bit, not much, mostly just that she's worked with it and stuff like that.
Yeah,
on the
I know
side.
she worked with it. You told me that, which is why it's interesting because, I mean, mostly when I mean, you and I talk a lot about politics because I think it's fun. I like politics. I mean, a lot of people don't, but I do. I think it's interesting, and we talk a lot about it, you and I, and I mean, I'm guessing that other couples do it too, but maybe I'm wrong.
Probably, yeah. I don't think it's that much.
I mean,
not in Sweden. I don't think so. I can say that I haven't talked a lot of politics at all in private life outside of school before we got together.
Really?
It was like not much politics at all.
Okay.
I mean, okay, I remember I asked one time, I think it was the time before I got to vote, so when I was 16 or something. I asked my parents what they were going to vote for.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, obviously you're going to vote for Socialdemokraterna.
The
Mom.
Social Democrats.
Yes, because that's what my mom was working with when she did work with that stuff. And my dad, he didn't say anything.
He was like, nah, I'm going to vote Swedish Democrat.
No, that's the thing. My mom, she was like, as long as he doesn't vote for the Swedish Democrat.
Right, exactly.
I don't care.
yeah. I agree. Yeah, I understand.
So that's like the only time I think we have gotten to actually talking about politics.
So just to preface, just for people who are not from here, I'm guessing the Swedish Democrats are a little bit more than conservative. They're a little bit more on the right.
Yeah, they are as right as they come here in Sweden.
There's no more right party than the Swedish Democrats,
and they aren't that much
right. They're a little bit more than every other party, but not not extreme
crazy.
Or anything, not crazy. Social Democrats are social democrats. You can read about it online if you want, but that's
left.
what they are. They're very left, and they're actually, I would say, more like lefty Democrats than anything else. So social democrats are not. They're doing some really strange things in the communes that they are in power. So I don't, which is our commune as well, where we live. So it's yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna try talking to my mom.
You should do that, but be very careful.
Voting. Yeah,
I am. Be very careful because people, I mean, I've seen a lot of these where families are torn apart because they talk about politics. Yeah,
I've seen that too. But I'm probably like, I think I know what I'm gonna vote for next year.
Sure.
And I'm probably gonna tell her and see what she's thinking about that.
So she's gonna blame me.
Blame you?
Oh yeah, she's gonna blame me, and she's gonna come to me and be like, "You can't let her vote for that shit," or she's gonna be like that. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Do you think so?
Oh yes, of course. Because the only thing that has changed in your life, what is that?
You.
Exactly. Sure. So she's gonna be like, "Oh, the influence is coming from him," so then she's gonna try to go through me to get to you. So it's all about feelings for girls. So that's it's she's gonna try to she's gonna kind of try to manipulate you to not do that. But okay, so I don't know, but let's say she does. I think you should. I'm not telling you what to do. You can do whatever you want when it comes to that shit. What you vote for is up to you. But I think, and it is a little bit of in Sweden, what you vote for is extremely private.
Oh yeah, no one talks about that shit.
Nobody talks about that. If you talk about that, like it's like asking how firm was your stool the last time you went to the bathroom.
Yeah,
like that's basically like it's worse than that.
Yeah,
like you don't talk about what you voted for. If you're very open and you have a clique of friends you can talk to about this stuff, then maybe you can do that. But you generally don't. It's a very personal matter to an extreme degree. So yeah.
Yeah. So you don't think I should tell my mom?
No, I think you should. I think I think absolutely you should. It's a growing moment. I think you should talk to your mom about it. I think you should talk to your dad about it.
I would like to see how they would react. I would like to think that they wouldn't be, too upset about it.
Sure.
But I don't know. I haven't talked to them about it, so I wouldn't be able to know,
So for you who don't know, it's like voting for the Republicans or the Democrats.
Wait, what did you say?
It's like voting for the Republicans or the Democrats.
Oh, yeah.
So telling your extremely Democrat mother that you're gonna vote for Republicans. That's basically what it is like.
Yeah.
And I've seen families torn apart recently for that.
Yeah.
So you got to be very careful.
Yeah, I mean, I have, or my grandma has personal experience with that. So.
Exactly. And your mom has the genes of?
A Brazilian.
Exactly. So you be careful. That's all I'm saying. But I think you should, because it's a learning moment. It's a growing moment. It's to talk politics with your parents. I think it's a good thing. I think you should do that. I did that when I was 14 with my dad.
Yeah, I believe you.
I've always been interested in politics. And mostly international politics. I think Swedish politics is too dull.
Yeah, it is.
It's
nothing happens here, so
yeah,
it's like,
well,
what am I
mean, a lot of things happen. Okay, a lot of things happen. Okay, but the thing is that even if you vote for the Social Democrats or the Swedish Democrats or the moderates or whatever, it's almost the same thing.
Yeah.
Like you're not like, it's not that different. Because that's what you gotta get. Like you gotta, like there are a few parties in Sweden that are like really extreme to the right, and there are those who are really extreme to the left, but they're like barely nobody votes for them for some reason, but they barely don't. I guess in the next few years we're gonna see the next 10 years, I would say. We're going to see a lot more polarization, which we're seeing right now, but they're going to move a lot more extreme. We're going to see that, and it's going to happen. But that's going to be very fun to see. That's what I think. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's my favorite saying. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Continue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tariffs were the best idea. But I'll go ahead and give you that. Okay?
Cool.
But all of the deals that Trump himself has made with countries that are bringing in over $1 trillion to give to the economy, where they're going to make money off of the American people, it's going to be great.
Okay. So, made your point. I hear it. But let me connect two thoughts. If Trump's so willing to lie to you, saying that foreign countries pay the tariff, which he repeats constantly, which is not true, then maybe he's lying to you about how many investments are happening. Like when they try.
Okay, so let's get this straight. If you're lying to your population, on the soundboard, I'm very low, but let's say I am not. And so let's hope that I'm not. But I'm trying to put the microphone in a good place where I cannot be so low. God damn, this is hard. Holy shit, how do you guys do it on the other podcast platforms? But, okay, so if what he does, Trump in this case, Donald Trump, his grandfather is Swedish, I think. It has nothing to do with anything, just saying. Why do people still like him? If nothing works what he's doing, why do people still like what he's doing? Because at this point, when this video was released, he had like an 84% positive.
Oh, shit.
How is that possible if what he does is not changing people's lives for the better? Or doing better things for the economy or people in general? How is that even possible?
Good question.
I know, isn't it? I think so too, which is why I'm asking it. It's crazy. I think that some people are just, they're gonna, like, see the crazy eyes right here?
Oh, God.
See it's like googly eyes. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, he has crazy. Anyway, whatever. So this whole ordeal about politicians lying, politicians are always going to lie. That's what they do. They have to do that to get into power. You started with Zoran Mamdani, with the latest thing with Trump.
Yeah.
I mean, he basically just backtracked on everything he said during the campaign, and he won.
Course.
And all of a sudden, he want to work with Trump. He want to do all these things and whatever. And it's fine with the National Guard getting in there, doing what they're supposed to do. He's not really a social democrat anymore, basically, even though he really is. He says, but it was whatever. And it's like, they just do that. Like, how do people not know this? It's been 2,000 years of politics. How do people not know this by now?
Good question.
I think that maybe the United States is such a young country that they still care about this stuff that bad that they're willing to be crazy about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
Oh God, I don't know either. Honestly, I think I don't know. I think that people is like from early stages, they're like, oh yeah, you can do whatever you want, think whatever you want. He's a younger dude. Obviously, he looks to be like my age or something.
Yeah, it looks
that
like
guy.
he's like 25 or 23 or something like that. Yeah,
around that age.
Mm-hmm.
It probably coddled a lot as a kid, and everything you do is amazing, everything you do is okay, yada yada. I don't know. I think that a lot of people don't really.
Were you coddled?
Fuck no.
Those are the best people. If you were not coddled, those are the best people. You should talk to them, and because generally they are people you can actually talk to without getting into trouble with. I would say. But continue. Sorry.
No, so I just think that a lot of younger people, I mean, sure, I guess if you're younger, it's also easy to be like I was before, that everything I think is right, and nothing can change my mind, you know. But also with how they're being raised, and now with the internet being so big,
Sure.
and you getting feeded with information that people that are willing to pay are paying you to see, you know, if like the Social Democrats that
Here in Sweden.
here in Sweden that had that program or whatever that was supposed to be neutral, but they're paying so that the Social Democrats look better than the other parties.
Oh, you're talking about the thing on television that I showed you earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So exactly. No,
Stuff
I get
like
it.
that.
You don't know about it, but it happens, right? And
Exactly.
it's like a thing that's in the dark, and people are starting to find out about it, which is this technological revolution that we have had for a while, and it makes people they can find out things for themselves, which makes these things almost impossible.
Yeah, but a lot of people in my age or younger are like, they don't want to do their own research. You scroll through Instagram all fucking day, and like, take up the information and don't even care about finding out if it's true or not, or if it's more to the story or not. And whatever. That's
so. You have to be like we said earlier. You have to be careful where you find your information today. Before it was, what are you getting information at all? That was what it was before. We're talking the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Now is it the correct information?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's
it's a weird.
We're not at all paid by Ground News, and I don't think it's just. But sometimes I think that maybe it's a good idea to get where the news are coming from, because we need that right now, because it's so polarized in a way. The media and all of these things where we're getting the information from it's so polarized, and is crazy, because I mean, where you're getting your information from is today a lot more important than what the information is.
Yeah.
Because that sort of dictates what it is, right? Where you're getting it from. So yeah, at least here in Sweden, we have to be very careful. and there's another company called Riks, RIKS, who actually started working with not being partisan at all. They're really trying to keep the news as sensible as they can, and to do all these things that other news outlets don't.
Yeah.
And which is important because we need more of that, and there's gonna become more of that in the future, because that's what people are gonna start creating those, and people are gonna start flock to those because that's what we need, and they're starting to realize that I'm being lied to, and they need to check out other news sources about things. So it's gonna become a thing, and it is becoming a thing, but it takes time, like everything else.
Yeah.
It's gonna become like a total different world in the future, where we see private companies driving news outlets, and they're gonna make money from other sources than they do right now. We see private citizens and people going out, creating their own channels, doing their own news of certain things, like we watch every Saturday. I do every Saturday here in Sweden. There is a certain channel that I watch because he makes a lot of news and things that are important. It talks about that a lot, and I think we're gonna see a lot more of that. I think that's a good thing, because I mean, a state-run media is never a good thing. It's really a communist idea. And the problem with that is that you can basically say whatever you want as long as it is a positive to the state.
Yeah.
Which is never a good idea, because I mean, it creates an echo chamber, and it's not going to help anybody. Because if it's lies, people are going to find out about it eventually, and now we're here and we are finding out about it, and it's making a lot of people very unhappy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's continue for another. I would say like a few minutes, and let's at least a minute.
Yeah.
Let's see where we get with this.
Try to document it on their website. The last time I checked, they were able to document like 2.6 trillion, and 1.3 trillion of that was from the Biden era in foreign investments in the United States. So if he's willing to lie about the policy he screams about, such a beautiful word, tariff, then he's probably willing to lie about,
You're good.
about how many investments are happening.
Okay, first of all, these countries actually came here, made the investments, spoke to the media.
How do you know that?
This is
There's
not
no teeth
out
to
of
it.
the ether. They showed
It-
up
it
here
is.
in the United States,
Trump
South
is claiming-
Korea,
okay, let's-
Japan.
let's-
all
yeah.
of these different people. Either they got there or they didn't. And they are going to
They're made up
invest
numbers, but
trillions of dollars
they're saying
into our
to make Trump
economy.
relieve the
it's
tariffs.
going to be good.
But
there will
you
be
know-
more jobs.
Why do you think that he can't shut up when she's talking?
That was what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, let her talk. God damn it! What the fuck?
This is the rage bait. That was what I was talking about earlier. This is the rage bait, and the reason is he can't let her talk, because if she talks,
She might be right.
she might be right, and
Yeah.
that's the problem. So this is what and I like the Rollo Tomasi way of looking at things. If you like you should watch his channel. I think it's a good idea. Rollo Tomasi, I think he has a lot of good points. There is no debate today. Debate is dead, and this is one of those things. Debate is dead. It's all about proving that your opponent is an asshole and nothing else. It doesn't mean, if you talk about politics, you talk about tariffs right now.
Yeah.
All he's gonna it's just all it's gonna be is she's an asshole in this case for being a Trump supporter. That's it. It has nothing to do with politics anymore. Nobody cares, and it's all about interrupting one another, not caring about what the other person says. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Debate is dead, and this is one of the things that makes Jubilee funny, because if you think about that if you think about it in that sense, then yeah, I would say it's true.
Yeah. It is.
So, but you can still laugh at it. You can still have a fun time with it. so that's what we're doing. You know, we're trying to make a little bit of fun with it. So hope you enjoy it anyway. And, you know, it's not only about the United States, but we'll try to keep it a little bit international. It's not really a politics channel either, but it's fun to go into it eventually, every now and then, you know, just to make it a little bit fun. All right.
I heard you.
In
I heard
this
you. I got your
economy,
point. I got
then
it.
what we can probably
Why are we losing
even-
jobs right now then?
You want to know
What the
something?
hell?
We were losing jobs under
We
Biden.
weren't. We had historic job growth.
No,
but
that is not
it's true. A couple things. First of all, why do we outperform every single country on the planet under Biden in our recovery from the pandemic? We saw better GDP growth, historic unemployment. And then Trump has
Why did they get a record employment under Biden?
I don't know.
Because to some degree it is true. Why do you think that is the case? Can you imagine why that is the case? Fantasy. Let's try it out. What do you think?
Probably gave people shit jobs where they just sit at home and do nothing. I don't know.
Well, he just said under the pandemic.
So,
When did the pandemic start?
2020? What do you mean?
It was under Trump.
Oh yeah, that's true. It did.
2018? 19?
Oh yeah.
Under Trump? Was it his last year in office, right?
Yeah, it was
Wasn't it?
like towards the end of his.
Yeah. So, and it lasted for 2 years? 2 years? Something like that.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm. Is that strange? When you're at the end of the pandemic and Biden all of a sudden is in office, it's gonna get better. Is that strange?
Oh yeah. Yep. No, not really.
I think that's very normal. If you see a country in decline because of a pandemic or because of a disease of some kind in this case, then I think if that all of a sudden it ends and people start getting better and they start getting jobs and they start actually participating in society, how is that strange that that's going to happen?
Yeah.
If it all ends
Yeah.
eventually. Everything ends eventually. That's
Yeah.
just how it works. So, I mean, let's say Trump was in office and not Biden. Let's say he got a second term. Would he still be saying the same thing? Probably not. Because it wasn't Biden, right? So, this is sort of what you're getting to. Sorry, it's just, I don't know. It's just stupid to me. It's a very bad way of getting your point across because anybody could have been in charge basically and it still would have gotten better.
Yeah.
Because it was really bad under the pandemic.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly.
claimed he brought in $17 trillion in investment to the United States.
Okay.
Our GDP is like 28 trillion. Does that make any sense?
You
think
don't
he's about to bring that
believe
much
the
in
numbers
investments?
that Trump said, but you're quoting to me numbers that Biden said.
No.
So
If-
you want to
no,
know
no, that's not
something?
true.
If you don't
They
believe one, why do you believe the other?
Trump saying in front of a mic 17 trillion is different than the Bureau of Labor Statistics. I'm not talking about his words. Trump's words. Nowhere in the government have they been able to substantiate 17 trillion. Zero. They've only been able to substantiate, as I said, like 2.6, 3 trillion, and a big chunk of that comes from the Biden era. Whereas the jobs numbers can be substantiated by independent sources and are the institutions we go to for those trackers, the unemployment, the GDP, all of those things are actually mathematically substantiated, whereas Trump's big, bold claims aren't.
Do you want to know
Pause.
something?
You've been voted out by the majority. Please return to your seat.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Luke,
Hello.
doing a good job over there, buddy. You're tough.
Thank you. Let's see what you got for me.
Let's go.
So you agree Trump's lying when he says foreign countries pay the tariff,
I don't say he's lying,
but he's wrong.
but I'm saying it's not the complete truth
It's not true at all.
because everybody is involved in who's paying tariffs. Ultimately, it's
Yeah.
the companies doing business, but then ultimately it ends up with the consumer. So I have some good
Exactly.
feelings about tariffs. I have some not so good feelings. But what I like about it is he's stirring up the pot. He's stirring up the
Exactly.
conversation. And what I like about that is he's got the world
What?
talking.
Stirring? I don't want to stir if I have to pay
Oh,
more.
I do.
Stop
Oh,
Exactly. You don't want to stir the pot. Why would you want to do that? Because the pot is so great, apparently, all of a sudden. Wherein the pot is really bad. We have to not stir it because it's so good. Like, it's just... This is a lefty way of thinking. Never stir the pot. Everything is just keep rolling the way that it always does. It never changes.
Everything is perfect. The government takes
What?
care of us. Everything is perfect. The government takes care of
Exactly.
us. It's
The
okay.
government takes care of us. Everything's gonna be all right. And like, who cares what's
Yeah.
gonna happen in the future? Let's
Yeah.
just keep going the way we are because everything is gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Like it's just this is the lefty way of thinking, and never think that way because
It can
the market
always be
doesn't
better.
work that way.
Yeah, no. Fuck no.
Nothing works that way. First off, humanity thrives under chaos. We've always done that. This is the first thing. And a few steps of chaos and 2 steps of order, we will thrive under that. A little bit of chaos, you stir the pot a little bit, everything will start working again to a certain degree. So a little bit of chaos and a lot of good things after, whatever.
Yeah.
It's gonna do a lot of good. It doesn't mean it has to be bad just because you get a little bit of chaos. Okay. So this is a really bad take from him. Like that's really bad. Okay. But that's not how economy works.
Yeah, no.
So you gotta be careful with that. But okay, we're gonna go to 10 minutes and then we're gonna shut it off for today. So we're at 9:23 right now, and we're gonna go for a little bit longer. Do you have anything else to say about that?
No.
No. Okay. Really?
What do you mean?
What?
I mean this whatever prompt ends at 16
No.
minutes.
I was thinking about what we just talked about.
Oh. Okay. Oh, that's what you meant.
All right. Okay. Let's continue then.
I do.
You want to pay more?
I want to stir it up.
You want to stir it up.
Absolutely.
You want
I like
to
the
lose
world.
jobs, which we have.
No, I
happened
don't like
last
jobs.
month.
I don't like
We
that.
lost jobs in June for the first time since the first time Trump was president.
I don't like
All
losing
combined.
jobs, and I agree with you. I don't like
Okay,
losing
and-
jobs.
well,
but
then
what I
why
like
would we
is
say it's fun to stir
we
it
have
up?
to get excited about what's possible and the future for our country and what we're calling MAGAnomics. I'm excited because it's based in capitalism. It's based in free trade. It's based in getting the world involved.
How
it's
is
based in
tariffs
bringing
free trade? That's the opposite of free trade.
it's a attack.
Any country can put a tariff on any country with anything if they're producing something, want to sell something, whatever. That's free trade. That's what that is. You want some more money out of your product, you put a tariff on it. Okay. Then you have free trade.
Yeah.
If they're not willing to pay it, you go to another country. Maybe they're willing to pay it. And then you have free trade. That's what free trade is. You can do whatever you want across the board. That's what free trade is.
Yeah.
Free trade 100% is a bad idea. But you have to have some leeway with trade. The state can't control trade 100%. You have to have some sort of leeway. And you have to have some sort of that Trump in this point, in this what we're talking about right now. He needs to be able to do these things, as he said, to stir the pot and to make it more to make people interested in actually trading anymore.
Yeah.
Because it's been the same for so long that you eventually you're gonna have to stir the pot to make it more interesting, to make people wanna put money where their mouth is, I guess. So I think he's completely right in this. I think it's a good idea. We're gonna end it right here though, but do you have any more ideas about what we're talking about right now?
No, I don't think so.
Not at all?
No,
Anything?
I think it's interesting that the older guy is thinking about the future more than the younger dude. Like
Good.
you're thinking more long term than Luke, if that's. He's thinking more like, oh, right now, oh, it's so horrible right now,
Right.
because he's stirring the pot.
Uh-huh.
But he's
But
not
that-
thinking long term.
But isn't that a thing with youth? You only think about the right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's something. I think, if I'm completely honest, I would say that I think that mostly the younger generation think more about themselves generally than the older people do. They want to see the young people flourish more. They've learned to see that if they flourish, then everybody does. And I think the younger generation, they just haven't been susceptible to how bad it can really get. And I think that's the issue right here that we're seeing.
Yeah, I want to say, as I'm still young.
Oh yeah, you're like 23, so I
Yeah.
mean, you can't say that you're older, which
Yeah.
I can, so I'm happy about that. But okay, let's keep it on.
Yeah, so I can say that I'm, older per se, but I want to say that I have voted one time in my life.
Once.
Once. So,
All right.
I think that when I
What
voted,
did you vote for?
you know who I voted for.
Let's hear what for.
I voted for the left.
Oh, you would.
That's that
Oh,
they're called. It's just
oh,
called.
that
the
hurt
left.
my heart. Oh, my heart just broke.
Shut up! You already knew that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, but
you were young. I'm okay with it. You were young.
So
You didn't
when I
know.
voted for them, I thought I was thinking about like the
Yeah.
future and other people. I was like, I don't want to vote for the Social Democrats because they've been sitting for a long time and I don't really like how it is right now at all. So I want to vote for something else, but not the right.
So you're a lefty.
Then, yeah.
Back then.
Yeah,
You
back
were
then.
a lefty.
Yeah.
Okay.
But after having a kid, I think that now I actually think more about the future, I guess, / other people, how it can look. Because I thought I was thinking about it the last time I was voting. But now, when I have a kid and stuff like that, both my brain is like thinking completely else. Because
Completely what? Else? What does
else,
that
like,
mean?
because before it was a lot of me.
Different.
Yeah, it was a lot of me.
Okay.
But now it's more you and the kid.
Right.
And
What about
how it's
everybody
gonna-
else? That is not me and the kid. What about everybody else? What about them?
I don't care about them. But
See? Okay, listen. Everybody, let's pause it right there before you continue. Let's pause it right there and make it very interesting now. So this is the female mindset. They care about the now and what they see right now. And that's it. They see the husband and they see the kid. Okay? The rest of the population is like, I don't care about them.
yeah, but I'm thinking about her future.
Yeah. But hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna get there.
Okay.
And this is a female mindset that is very interesting for you that are still listening to this. This is interesting because males, we don't think like this. We don't. Generally, we think about ourselves and other people. It doesn't always have to be the wife or the kid. It's other people. Okay? Which is why men usually go into the fire service, the police service, the military, or other things because we care about other people generally. It doesn't always have to be the family, although we do care about the family a lot, mostly. But other people are also important. For females, generally, it's the immediate family. And that's fine, it's okay. But who really thinks about the rest of the population?
Yeah.
So I don't want to be reductive in any way. I think that females do to some sense. And they think about their friends, their family, and things like that. Other females, whatever. But I do think, and I want to say, I do think that, what is the word? word. Oh god damn it! I forgot about it. The word that makes you think about everybody. You care about everybody, right?
Oh.
It's what is that word? You want everybody to prosper. What is
Okay.
that word?
Good question.
Yeah, I gotta get back to you on that one. But anyway, I think that males generally think like that. Even if we are more warlike than women are. I think also we have the opposite, and we think about that more than women do. Women are more tribal than men are in some sense, but they're tribal to the immediate family. Men are more tribal to the kind that you are, which is different. But yeah, continue. Sorry, I just...
Yeah, it's not like fuck everybody, they can burn in hell.
It's not like you fuck everybody. Okay.
Yeah, it's not the expression "fuck everybody." Idiot. So it's not like I want them to hurt or anything, but it's more.
You just don't care about them.
I don't really care that much.
I do care.
Wait, can I just?
Yeah, you can.
But I'm thinking that a bit. I mean, if I'm voting for. Because that's what I was talking about, the voting
left.
part. The voting. So if I'm voting for a better future for my child, then it's obviously gonna spill out to other people as well.
Well, I knew you were gonna say that. I thought about it. I knew you were gonna say that. But I care about people in Stockholm. I care about people in Malmö. I care about people in Uppsala. I care about people in all of Sweden's whatever it is, communes, resort, whatever it is. I want the good life for everybody, if I can have that. So.
But you can't, though.
But no, of course, it's possible that I can't change that. But let's say that every person in Sweden thinks that way. It's gonna change for the better, and that's the problem. So it's not really about me thinking that way. It's about if that's something that you want. It's a collective view of wanting your people to prosper. If you want that and you put that on to the next person and you talk with people and you explain to people why that is a good thing, something gonna come out of it. Because people talk to people and it's never gonna change. And that's how you're gonna bring change. So I think, which is why a podcast is a good idea, because you actually get to put your views out there without anybody silencing you. Most of the time, these platforms have some silencing opportunities, which they use. Some platforms do. We put it on Rumble and YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Some platforms do have silencing techniques when you say certain things, which is fine. But as it is of right now, if you really want your neighbor to prosper in a way, I love my neighbors. I think they're great. I want them to prosper, right? I want them to have good things, to have money, to be able to do things, whatever. Then maybe they want their neighbors to be, and so on. And it sort of turns into a thing. If it's like that all over the country, it's gonna get better. That's what I believe. But you voted for the left when you were younger, and I think universities and schools have a tendency of putting that into people's heads that somehow the left cares more about people than the right do, for some reason. And
Well, I don't think it was much with school that made
Really?
me. No, I mean, my mom is leftist, so it's that, and also I was looking at the debates and stuff like that they had, and I thought that at that time she was saying some sensible stuff.
But when you went me, it's so all of a sudden it changed
But yeah, kind of
for some reason.
for some reason.
Why?
But I don't know. I think that at that time I thought she was saying sensible stuff. She was talking about taking care of the elders and stuff like that, and I was like, yeah, heck yeah, of course we should do that.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, but I guess that the problem was that I didn't, I don't know, really investigate much at what they do when they're in power, like how it looks like.
What happened? What really happened?
Exactly.
Okay.
So I think that was a lot of the problem.
Yeah.
With that.
Okay.
So yeah, I think.
Look, I mean, it's fine. Like we all have, you know, when we're younger, it's easier to sort of fall into a trap, isn't it? Like you listen to one thing and it sort of becomes a little bit of your identity, I guess, because what you grew up with and who you are. Like my dad was a little bit of a social democrat, I guess, a little bit more left.
Do you know what your parents voted for?
Yeah, my mom voted for the feminist party.
Oh
yeah, I know. She was crazy. My mom she was crazy. My mom's always been crazy. She's a little bit special that way, but I totally turned out to be completely different. My dad, he voted for the Social Democrats for a while, and then the lefties. And I think the new generation, me, you know, Gen Z and millennials, I think we're gonna change the world in a very good way.
I hope so.
I hope so too, because most of the people that are our generation, they do think a lot like we do. A lot of them do. It's just
changing.
That they are afraid. They are very afraid to show their views to other people. And even at my company where I work, a lot of people are more comfortable sharing how they feel about the political scene.
Situations.
Yeah, even my boss. Holy shit.
Oh. Yeah.
So.
I'm just gonna say that I'm like, for me, it's more like if the world prosper, our country or whatever, then it's gonna be better for her. So.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. That's what's funny.
Yeah.
Like it's all about the kid, isn't it? So yeah, I understand and I get it. I do get it.
Yeah.
It's just that, and it's similar for men, but it's in a different way.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that I don't even know what if there is a fire and I'm in the fire department.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save my neighbors because there's a fire in their house.
Yeah.
Even if my kid isn't in there.
In there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still gonna put my life on the line to save those people. Would you? In the same way? Would you be thinking the same thing? Would you be putting the same value on their lives if your kid was in there in that fire?
Oh yeah.
Would you still take the adults out first?
Fuck no. Who would take the adults out first, though?
See?
No, who would take the adults out first?
Because you can always create another kid.
Are you fucking kidding?
No.
Would you take the adults out first?
Look, so what I'm saying is that women has a tendency of seeing their own thing before anything else. That's the point I was making.
Yeah.
I was not trying to make a point where you care about anything. Like, that's not it. What I was saying is that you have a tendency of placing your care to something that is more important to you than anything else, okay?
Well, I can say that if we were at home alone, me and our kid, and our neighbor's house would be on fire, I wouldn't run in there and leaving our kid alone at home. No, I would probably call.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't I?
If our neighbor's house was on fire, and our kid was in her crib, sleeping, completely fine, then why wouldn't you leave the kid and run in there and try to save people? She's gonna be fine screaming for 5 minutes or 10 minutes with you saving the neighbors.
Yeah, I would probably go there and try and get their attention and call them and call 911.
Wow. Okay,
Well, what am I gonna do?
Everything.
Oh,
You
everything.
can. Oh yeah. You can
So I'm
drag them
gonna
out of the
run
house.
in
You
the
can give them
fire.
CPR. You can do a lot of things.
So I'm gonna run in the fire.
Oh yeah.
And die, leaving
Yes.
our kid alone
Yes.
in the house. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm not gonna do that.
Because I still exist.
Uh-huh.
That's the thing. That's what you like. Okay, so this just proved my point even more.
Yeah, I know.
Like we're not. I need to find that word. God damn it! What is that word? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay. All I'm saying is that women care about the tribe. Men care about humanity. Okay.
Yeah, I would try to help them, obviously, but I wouldn't risk my life for them.
See? That's the problem. Imagine if everybody was like that. Imagine if everybody thought that way.
Okay. Yeah, then everybody would die. Good.
Everybody would die and burn inside their house. No, I'm just kidding. All I'm saying is that life would look a lot different than it does today. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. What I'm saying is that we have the best of both worlds. Okay? If you and I were home and our kid was in the whatever, if neighbor's house was on fire, I wouldn't care about my own life. I would just run in there. I don't care about that shit. I would just be in there trying to, oh, they're outside, where, whatever.
Maybe that's why women do care about their lives, because the men don't care about their lives.
That's because they live longer.
Women?
Yeah.
Oh.
Women live longer than men because they care more about their own lives and the lives of their children than anything else. That's why. There's no other reason. They care about that more than anything else in the world. That's why.
I'm thinking but someone has to.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
If it would take 5 years out of your life, what do you care? Let's say you turn 75 instead of 80. Then what do you care?
By doing what?
By running into their house and saving the neighbors.
So, in my age of 23,
sure,
I go in their house and burn alive.
Sure.
Then it takes 5 years of my
Let's
life.
say you
I
get,
die at 23.
Okay, let's make this, and this is weird. Okay, God, this is turning into a real. Okay, so we're gonna go there. We're gonna go there. Okay, we're gonna go there tonight. You're here. You heard it first. We're gonna go there tonight.
Oh,
okay.
Yes.
Men and women, this is a battle right now. Okay.
Fuck.
I'm taking the gloves off. Here we go. I need to go to the bathroom. Anyway. Okay.
Gå på toa, vi kan ju bara klippa det.
Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Now you've ruined it. Whatever. Okay, so let's just get in there. Okay. What were we talking about? We were talking about it burning and the neighbors.
Yeah.
So this is something that women don't understand. If you see if you see somebody in need and you don't help them, it will haunt you to the end of your days. You will have nightmares about that.
I would try to help them, but not risk my life.
You're misunderstanding.
Okay.
If you don't risk your life trying to save them, you haven't tried. If they're still in the house and you're trying to get them out, but you didn't try hard enough, you failed. And that's the problem. That's what men face. You failed. This is a failure.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so no. It's not okay. It's not like this is something that women don't understand. I'm good. In the line of service, when you fail, you feel like you've forfeited whatever it is you have to you've failed in such a way that it makes it hard for you to actually carry on and continue doing what you're doing. It means that like half of your life could be ruined just because you failed. These people are still in there, the fire is still raging, you failed. right? Women don't understand this because why would they, right? We're different, which is why it makes this important. It's fine to be different. It's just understanding the difference, and which is why I'm saying this politically, is because it makes it even more interesting. The left, which most women vote for, says they care about people the most, which they actually don't, which makes it more important. They care about the people that does not do anything for society. That's what it is, according to me. And I'm not saying that people that got their legs blown off or they're handicapped or they're psychologically handicapped or whatever. I'm not saying that they're worth less. All I'm saying is that it's very different to say that I vote for the left because they care about people than to saying I vote for the right because I want the most prosperity for people, right? So guys are more, we think, I would like to think, I could be wrong. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, because it is possible. All I'm saying is I think that if we understand differences between the sexes, we would have so much more prosperity. We would have more kids. We would have a lot better future, together than we would have right now. Do you want to say anything? You want to add something to this?
Yes,
okay.
That's why we kind of got in this conversation, I guess, because I want to be as transparent and honest as I can be.
All right.
Because we are a couple, a woman and a man.
Yeah, sure.
And you can get both perspectives here. And that's why I'm trying to be like as honest as I can, even though it can sound kind of awful.
No, it's okay to be honest. It's completely fine. That's good. That's a good thing, because if you're honest, then we can actually sort of break it down.
Yeah, exactly.
And it doesn't mean that it's bad. So you have to realize that everyone works in a different way. So it doesn't mean that it's bad, but you have to even if it sounds really bad.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that it is. Okay, so that's all I wanted to get to. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So that's kind of the thing. I'm trying to be as honest as I can, so everyone can, benefit from it.
Yeah, and I commend you for that. That's a good thing. That's a really good thing. And I think you should keep doing that because it's important. People need to know. It's not just about, it's not just about what you think. It's about how. So...
and that's also what I was gonna go to. When it comes to the fire thing, if our neighbor's house was on fire, you were talking about feeling of failure.
Sure.
And for me, all I'm thinking is mostly like, okay, I'm a regular schlegeler person, we have our 911.
While you do this, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Keep talking, and I'll be right back.
But okay, yeah, all right. So we have our regular 911 dial to call. So what I'm thinking, it's like, why am I gonna risk my life when we have a service for it? Then I'm gonna try and do the best I can and obviously call the service so that they can do something. But I'm not gonna risk my life to, go into the fire, I guess. That's the example we chose, because mostly I have a kid now. So I think, and myself, but the kid is always gonna be at the forefront of my mind, my thoughts. So all I'm gonna think about is what is gonna happen if I'm gone, and obviously it's a big challenge to be a single parent, and if something would happen if I was gone, then we have the dad that's more of a save all people kind of person, and then it would be an even bigger risk for her to be without parents. And I'm like, yeah, no, fuck no, someone's gotta think about
All right, I'm back.
her first. Hey.
God damn it, that was quick.
That was quick.
As possible. So yeah, I heard what you said.
Yeah.
So
Even though, I mean, when it comes to our family,
sure,
you are the person I put first because we are a team, and I love you. Yeah, we're a team.
Interesting.
I love you, and nothing would be possible without you. So of course you are the person that comes first. But when it comes to outside things, then she's often the thing that comes first. It depends on what it is, obviously, but then she's often the thing that comes first in my mind.
What would be the not thing?
Where you come first.
No. What would be the thing that other people come first instead of her?
Oh! Good question. I don't know.
Exactly.
I haven't
Right?
gotten to that
It's a
part
good question. No, it is a good question. I think that sort of you have to ask yourself that. Like when let's say when 9/11 happened, and I remember that very vividly, because it was even though we still, we got the news when I was at school. I remember.
Yeah, I wasn't even born then. So.
Yeah, you weren't even born, but we had to like listen to the news and whatever, and it was a really big thing, like it was one of the biggest news in, I would say, the 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy, and a lot of firefighters went in there. They lost their lives, a lot of them, police officers, firefighters, military. A lot of people lost their lives going in there, trying to save people from the rubble and from whatever. And these people, they sacrificed their lives to get other people out of that. They had families, they had friends, they had people that loved them, and they still did whatever they could to make that. What I'm getting at is, let's put it in the alternate. Like this, okay, we're at 2 hours right now. I think this is the longest episode we've ever done. But it's interesting because this is sort of the mentality, right? We're so different, but it's fine. It's okay to be different, but we think so differently that it makes it impossible almost for the other gender to understand what we're getting to when it comes to certain things, right? But so it's not, let's say the whole fire department, oh God, I can't even talk anymore. My voice is starting to crack. Let's say the fire department was only women, and they all had kids.
Oh, God, that would be bad. Yeah, continue.
Then what?
It wouldn't work.
What would that look like?
Bad.
It would be really bad.
Yeah.
According to what you just told me, it would be really bad. And not just because they would always put their own lives first and the lives of their kids. I'm not saying it like it's a bad, I'm just saying that it wouldn't work because they think about life in a different way than guys do. We just see things differently. We're different people. We're different. We're like the Romans used to say, well, Mars and Venus, right? We're different. They used to say that because we're so different. We could be aliens to one another, and we'll still be very, and we're still getting together, having children. Isn't that amazing? That's awesome. But sometimes, a lot of the times, it doesn't work, which is what we're trying to tackle to some degree, I guess. Trying to understand one another is a big thing, and I think that if we would understand each other more, then we would get a lot of we would not have the same problems in marriages or in relationships that we have.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to get to, and I think that's one of the reasons why we started this channel. to make people understand that we're so different that we could be aliens to one another.
But it's okay.
But it is okay.
Yeah.
And we have to learn to get along and still love each other, even if that is the case. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And not because it sounds bad doesn't always mean it is. It could sound really bad. Like, guys were very warring. We sometimes, I mean, World War I, World War II, all the wars between that and whatever. I wouldn't say that guys 100% are behind that all the time, but I would say that maybe that we were probably the ones doing that shit, to some degree. A lot, I would say probably at least 80%. We were the ones that actually incentivized that and made that happen. It's true. But also, why did we do that? And that's something you have to ask yourself as a woman. Because women didn't do anything in World War I and World War II when it comes to certain things. Guys did. And why did they? So this is the things you have to ask yourself as a woman. And I think it's not wrong to try, ask your guy friends, ask your dad, ask your whatever. What would you do in this situation? How would you react? Whatever. Because it's not wrong to try to understand anybody else, right? It's not wrong. It's actually a better it makes you grow if you can understand somebody to some degree. I mean, I would think that I'd like to think that I understand women, probably, at least a little bit. The try before anything else is, at least if you have kids, that would be it. You like, your kid is like your life, basically. At least when you have a kid, that's basically what it is. It's the next generation, whatever. If you don't have that, then what do you have, right? It is what it is. And that's what guys feel before they have kids. Women feel that when they have kids. Guys feel that before they have kids. We feel that all the time. Okay? And I think that's why guys are the way that we are. If the neighbor's house is on fire, I'm gonna run in there. I don't care what you feel about it. I don't care what our kid feels about it. I don't care what our dogs feel about it. I'm still gonna run in there, and I'm still gonna save the neighbors. And if that's gonna cost me my life, then that's just is what it is. They're gonna live. 2 more people are gonna live, and that's it. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But that's how guys are. We're so different. We're expendable. And that's what I'm getting to. That's the hard part, and that's reality. And that's the sucky part. That's the sucky part about reality. Okay? And that's just how things are. We just have this still picture right here about this guy, this bald guy. I don't know, it's pretty bad. But we're just talking right now. And if you're just listening, that's fine. I'm okay with that. But I think we're not going to get into more than 10 minutes about this video. We're probably going to have to jump around a little bit in the future. That's fine. But it's important to realize that if you try to understand the person next to you rather than belligerate or belligerate, I think that's it. Whatever, to make fun of them or whatever, or try to understand where they're coming from at certain points of view, sometimes, a lot of the times, they'll meet you halfway. Okay? That's how you and I met. Would you not agree?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. So, I mean scoreboard, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're very happy together.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, I am at least, so. I mean, look, it's very hard to say, but I think that to understand one another and where we're coming from is about the most important thing you can do. Because there's always a reason that a person thinks the way they do. There is not only one reason, there's several.
Yeah.
It might be connected to a tendency, like a spider web of 1,000 reasons, but try to understand all of them. and listen to them. And if you don't understand, that's okay. You don't have to, but try to understand where they're coming from and why they think the way they do. Like you said, your mother was left, your dad was whatever. So obviously you probably will lean left. Like it's just is. Okay? It's just life.
Yeah.
And my dad was left and I didn't. I was like a total asshole when I was younger. I was a complete asshole. Let me not like it's just, okay. I was the biggest asshole. Like I'm gonna sound a little bit like Trump now, but I was like the biggest asshole. Like I was, my dad hated me. I'm pretty sure, like he didn't say that, but I'm pretty sure he hated me when I was younger because my mom threw me out. She didn't like me anymore. And my dad took me in and I had to live with, whatever. I love my dad. I love my dad too, whatever. He's just awesome. He's great.
Yeah.
But like, I got his views and he tried to understand mine. He didn't, but it is what it is. And here we are now, and now we can have a laugh together and we're fine and everything's great. And I think if you're closed off to other people, it's not going to help you. If you're open and try to understand, because people are made from things that has happened to them or whatever, or their
experience and all that stuff.
Exactly, their experiences or what they grew up with. Then I think that you can make more sense out of it, and don't try to be hostile. Just don't be hostile. Like just try
There's
to understand.
no reason to
them.
be hostile.
Like exactly. Like why would you want to be hostile? First of all, I think that's for people that are insecure in what they think.
Yeah.
And you were not. When we met, I remember.
I was hostile.
No.
Wasn't?
No. You weren't really hostile to me. You were hostile to the belief of something that you didn't understand. But when you started to understand where the other person, in this case me, was coming from, then you could get it in another sense and you could understand it, which made me more attracted to you because you knew you could sort of you can make like a 180 because all of a sudden you sort of understood where I came from, what I was talking about, which made it more attractive to some degree because you could change your view just talking to somebody. And that's what we do. That's humanity. That's what we do. If you talk to somebody either more intelligent than you are, or somebody that's been through more than you have.
Oh, he's calling me stupid.
No. I'm trying not to.
I'm kidding.
That's not my point.
Right.
All I'm saying is that I'm trying to get to the point that it's very easy to think something when you're younger and you haven't seen anything in life and you think it's something like you try to fight for something that you haven't seen. You have no idea what you're talking about and you think that something is just supposed to be some way that you have no idea. It's completely fine, and that's idealism. That's what that is. You're taught to believe something. The dog is sleeping.
Oh. Who is it?
So he's trying to. He's just.
Tyr is beside me and.
He's panting like crazy.
Yeah, panting like crazy.
Yeah, I can hear that in background. It's crazy. Yeah, we have 4 dogs, so there's like dogs everywhere. They were like sleep. It's like 1:30 in the morning or at night.
Oh
but,
shit! It is.
Oh yeah,
Fuck.
It's crazy. But look, we want relationships to work.
Yes.
And that is why we created this channel.
Yes.
That's the reason. Okay? And if you can talk to your, I was gonna say partner, but that's not what I was getting to.
Yeah, you don't like that word.
I hate that word.
I don't really know why you do that, though.
Because that means that you're not really together. A partnership is something you do in a company, not in a relationship.
But okay, so you aren't partners in a relationship.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Your wife and your husband. There is no partnership. There is no. God damn it.
Oh no, you're gonna sound bad.
No, I'm gonna sound like a complete. There is no.
No, he's.
If you're a man or a woman, and you're getting married, and you have a whatever, maybe you have a baby, maybe you don't. There is no partnership. You're together. You're a unit. There is no partnership. A partnership is a company. You take somebody in as a partner of the company. That's what you do. That's a partnership. You're a man and a woman. You're a husband and you're a wife. That's what you are. Okay? And it's not gonna change. A partnership, that's stupid. That's like feminism 101. Let's make it a partnership, because all of a sudden everything is economical. Me keep my money and I get your money. That's what that is
It's
from.
more like you and me.
Exactly.
In this box, but
Exactly.
we're not together.
Exactly.
Okay, I get it.
So
now.
that's one of the first feminist things that we get, is that they try to make it a economical and a sort of a thing that is outside the spiritual. They try to make it something that is not as important as it is. You're a man and a woman. You're a husband and a wife.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
It's that simple. And a partnership you have with, let's say you start a company with somebody. They're your partner. You start a company together. You want to make money. Let's say that.
Obviously.
Then that person is your partner. Your wife is your wife. Your husband is your husband. Your child is your child. Like, it's not. What if I call, like, it doesn't work? Like, no, just no. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What were you gonna say? Before we got into this, what were you gonna say?
I've talked about a lot of things right now.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to be more specific.
I don't know. Don't remember anymore. Fuck. But whatever. Yeah. Okay. Not a partnership. A relationship.
Relationship.
Relationship. Yes. And it's different. Would you say? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
This is a long episode. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. How long have we been recording?
Oh shit! Let me check. 2.5 hours.
Oh fuck. Okay. So and we were like halfway the first prompt on the video.
Right. We were gonna go for like an hour, maybe. 2.5 hours. God damn. Anyway,
whatever.
Continue. This is interesting. I don't care how long it takes. I like long form content. I don't care.
Yeah,
about
me
that.
too. But okay, so you and me. Relationship.
Relationships.
We are in a relationship.
We're in a relationship.
Yeah.
We're married.
Married. Okay. So
Don't get married. Continue.
I would say that you are
You didn't care about that. Okay, continue. I am the.
What would you say? Not boss, because then we were talking about the company thing, but like the what should I say? Like the.
I don't know. You figure it out. I can't put the words in your mouth because then I would sort of. I know the words and I have them in my head. I could tell you, but it's gonna ruin the whole thing. You're gonna have to figure it out because otherwise it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. Okay. I would say that you are the person that's like the.
Choose your words.
Primary.
The primary
source. In the relationship.
Of what?
In the relationship.
Of what?
In the relationship.
Of what? Primary source of what?
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I mean that I come to you when it comes to everything. I don't really do much without talking to you about it. Like everything.
Do you see that as a detriment? Do you see it as a bad thing?
No. Because I'm like, okay.
This is very interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen all these like videos and stuff like that where people are like, yeah, you know, like the gamer dudes with the book girls, where the gamer guys are happy that they're with book girl.
I love playing games, by the way.
And book girls are happy with that they are with a gamer guy, because then they can have their own time without the partner being mad. And I mean, we we both like to game.
Sure.
I like to read. We have a lot of fucking hobbies. It's too much.
Sure.
But I'm still like, I feel bad if I go somewhere you're not when you're home. Because I'm like, oh god, I'm the worst person ever if I go and read when you're at home, because you're home and we can spend time together and stuff like that. And right now you're the primary source of income as well, and it's your house we're living in,
Sure.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm
You're
what
very
do you think?
reliant on me.
Yeah. What do you think about this and this and that? The only thing I'm not like talking to you before I do it, that's like going to the open, what the fuck is it called? Open thing with the baby. When I go to the
it's like a
daycare.
open daycare. Yeah, you
Yeah.
go there and you meet a lot of people with babies. Yeah, okay.
But that's like, I can just walk 5 minutes and
Sure.
I'm there and just spending some time.
But it's like Mondays and Thursdays?
Yeah, Monday and Thursdays for babies.
Oh, right.
And other days is for bigger kids.
Okay.
But you can come, but it's like they're running around like crazy,
Sure,
and
sure.
our baby's crawling.
Yeah.
So whatever. That's like, it's not that crazy. But if I would, go to Umeå, where my
your original
parents
hometown.
and
Sure.
friends are and
Yeah.
whatever, then I would obviously talk to you about it first. I wouldn't just up and leave
No. Right.
and stuff like that.
Can't. Because, I mean, you, like... Okay. Yeah. Okay. Continue.
So I want to talk to you about everything first, because I'm like, if I don't, it feels like I'm, I don't know.
Keeping me in the dark.
Yeah, keeping you in the dark, taking advantage of you, kind of thing when it comes to money things. Like
Interesting.
going to Umeå.
This is the first time
costs money.
I'm hearing about this, folks.
Oh,
so let's
yeah.
hear about it.
It
Let's
costs
hear
money
this.
to do
this is
things. Yeah, I
interesting.
mean, it costs money to do things.
Oh, yeah.
And we have our dreams and things that we want to go,
Sure.
and how we want our future to look like. And I know that you think about that all the time.
Yeah.
And obviously, I do think about our future, but I don't think about the steps we have to take to get there, I
Right.
guess. And stuff like that. So, and when you're at home, I obviously want to spend my time with you also, and then I feel like like a bad person if I do anything else than spend time with you. You know how I am.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck are you
And
doing here?
This is important
Sometimes.
because I just spent a few hours at my brother's place fixing it up, right? Because I'm a painter and that's what I do. And
You just bought a house.
Yeah, my brother just bought a house and I'm trying to help him get it up and running
Yeah.
to be able to live in that place. But yeah, sure.
Yeah, and I even was like, we were talking on the phone
Yeah.
when you were driving home, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if I should go to bed and sleep,
Yeah,
take
right.
a nap,
Yeah.
or if I should, fix up the house, clean and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and wait
Sure.
for you to get home. And you were like, yeah, just go to bed. What
Yeah.
the fuck are you doing? I was like, okay.
Yeah, just go and chill out for a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been taking care of the dogs and the baby for the whole day, and then I just go and I have to do other things. I think it's okay to take a nap. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I can help you clean a little bit.
And that's
more.
because I knew that my nap would override the time when you're at home.
Oh,
Because if it was like during the time you were away, I wouldn't really, ask
Right.
your opinion on it, because it wouldn't matter for you that much because
Right.
you're not at home.
right.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess like being with you.
Right.
And I want to be with you when you're at home, because I want to savor it as much as I can, because sometime I'm gonna go start working as well, and all that shit.
So do you think that times will change when eventually you start working and we get our place that is 50-50 a little bit, that we own the house 50-50 and whatever? Do you think that the power dynamic is going to change in any way?
I don't think so.
Because right now, like just to reiterate for people who doesn't know, and if you stayed on this long, I'm happy and thank you for listening. But this is interesting because it really is the dynamic between women and men, right? And generally, because as of right now, I own the house. I have the job that keeps us fed. I have all these things that sort of make you reliant on me in a way that is a little bit special. Just makes it a little bit special because normally you have a 50-50 in Sweden, and normally it is more about the guy works, the girl works, and then you sort of get together and do whatever. But as of right now, I'm the only one working, bringing in the dough, and sort of making these things possible. And I also have a lot of benefits. I drink during the weekends. I love doing that. And we hang out and we do fun shit or whatever. We play together, play games. We do lots of shit during the weekends. We hang out. I barely hang out with anybody else as much as I do with you.
Yeah.
And the baby and the dogs and we love doing that. And the dogs are, I absolutely love the baby and I absolutely love the dogs. This, one of my primary interests is the dogs and stuff like that, and I want to, whatever. But so that's how the dynamic is right now. But in the future, eventually, we're gonna get our own place that is where both of us is gonna own in a way, and it's gonna be, we're gonna move out into the country. We're gonna get a really nice place. We're gonna redo it the way that we want. All these things. You're probably gonna make more money than me if I'm in the same business that I am right now.
And if I'm in the business that I've been studying.
Yeah, then you're gonna make more money than me. A little bit more. Not a lot, but a little bit more. And so will the power dynamic change in any way? I don't think it will.
I don't think it will. Because I trust you and I trust your vision for our future, because that's something I think it's important that not a people talk a lot about, because a lot of people are like, yeah, you don't have to have the same interest and yada 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 to be a person with the person. Yeah, I disagree. Are you stupid?
Yeah, I disagree.
You're supposed to spend your time with this person,
right.
like all your time if you live together and have a family, yada yada. How the fuck are you gonna be in a relationship if you don't have the same interests, you don't have the same goals?
Well, at least a few interests.
Yeah.
Like you have let's say you have
One,
60% interests along with the other person or something like that. Like maybe 1 and 2, and you have 4 or 5 interests, something like that.
Yeah.
You have a lot of interests together, things that you want to do, shit you want to accomplish, whatever. That is important.
Yeah.
And the reason it's important is because you have the same goal to move against, and you have something that you can relate to. Both of you can talk about, get interested about, hang out and talk, whatever. It's a lot more than just hanging out.
Yeah.
Okay? And which is why partners is such a dumb thing to say. Because your husband and wife sharing an interest. You're not partners doing something together. That's friends. That's what that is. If you want to be fuck friends, then get fuck friends. Stop. No. So I believe, if I'm completely honest, I believe that I'm more responsible than you are.
Yeah, I know that as well. So
I would like I've had my bad places in my life. I've done bad shit in my life. That is not I've had consequences because of stuff that I've done in my life that is not a good thing. Okay? And I'm still paying for it. Money-wise. I'm still paying for it. Things that I could have done better that I've done that I'm still paying for money-wise, and also psychologically that I could have not done. Okay? All of us could have done that. A lot of us could have done that. But I do still believe that with experience and with
well,
I mean, it's more
to become better.
What?
the will to become better.
Well, yeah, of course, but it's the only, like, if I were like, only the experience makes it more viable. That I don't have any issue. If you come to me and say, hey, I want to buy this, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to whatever, invest in this, I want to whatever, you could ask me whatever. I'm not going to be angry at you. I'm not going to turn you down in any bad way. I'm not going to belittle you. I'm not going to whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay?
Yeah.
I would never do such a thing. Because, hey, let's look at it. Some people might have another idea than I do. And my wife, she's going to have another idea than I have, to a certain degree. And maybe she could be right every once in a while. It's okay. But listen, we have 12 years between us. I've survived 12 more years than you have. Doing bad shit, doing all this stuff that I wish that I could have taken back sometimes. And I think that if you trust me in a way that you wouldn't trust other people, I guess, you know, when it comes to this stuff, that makes a difference. Because what you can focus on one thing, or, you know, and that is our personal life. You can focus on the kid, the home, the dogs. That's it. You don't have to really focus on anything else right now.
Yeah.
And that's important because the kid needs a lot of attention. The dogs need a lot of attention. The house needs a little bit of attention every now and then. And I'm putting attention to us surviving. Okay? And that's just how it is. That's just how it works. And it doesn't mean that a woman's job in this case, like, if you want to call it a job, that's fine. If you don't, then that's fine too. But it's very important. It's more than half of the importance. Money is important too, but it's something we've created.
Yeah.
Money is a creation. It's something that we've created to survive. It's not something that we actually have to survive. I can go out hunting and we could still eat tomorrow.
Yeah.
But it just is. Society is built the way that it is, and neither you and I can probably change it as it is right now. But we have to just work with it. And if we can change it, then okay. But we can't right now. So we have to work with it and together. And if you're working against one another, as a woman and a man, as a wife and a husband, then you're in the wrong relationship. So I think, I mean, with all this said, I think it's, you know, I think we can end it right there. I think this has been a good run, and I think we've said a lot of things. We only got 10 minutes into the video.
Yeah,
it's 1.5 fucking hours. Like we're crazy. We talk too much. Maybe I talk too much. Maybe that's the problem.
Maybe.
I have a tendency of talking too much when I'm on the air like this. Whatever. And if you like the video, please like, subscribe, whatever. I generally, I don't like saying those things. I like to keep, like, I like to think that people, if they want to do those things, that pops into their head anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think they really have to be told those things. But I'm going to say it anyway, just for fun. And you do whatever you want, that's fine. But if you agree, disagree, please put it in the comments down below, and I will see you next time. It's great doing these videos. I think it's very interesting. I think it's fun, and we're probably not gonna stop doing it anytime soon because it's awesome. And you know, having my wife on here, and you know, I think it's great. And I think we'll see you in the next one. And I think that.
We would try to do the second half of the prompt, I guess.
Yeah, I don't. Should we do like 10 minutes at a time? It'll be like
What is this?
100 episodes, right?
Oh God.
I don't know what to do with this, but we should do what we can, and
Yeah.
I hope that you guys have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you later. We'll get this episode out as quickly as we can, and thank you for listening. And I like long form content. I want to keep it that way. I know that some people don't. Usually, it's like the algorithm says about 20 minutes.
Oh.
I would like to say if you keep it above 20 minutes, people are generally not gonna watch it because it's too long and their minds can't handle it. But I think that it's more important that if you're working or if you're doing something else, if you wanna listen to it, you don't even have to watch it. It's just a still picture. Okay?
Yeah.
You don't even have to watch it. You could just listen to it, which is fine to me. And so.
Yeah, I want to know, do people think that staying at home as a stay-at-home mom, that I am, I guess, right now, is that a job or is it not a job? Would you do it? If you're a guy, would you rather do that?
If you're a guy?
Yeah, if you're a guy, would you rather be a stay-at-home dad, I guess, or be the one bringing in the dough? The baby fell asleep again, so... continue.
Oh, she fell asleep again?
Yeah,
okay,
she
cool.
fell asleep
good,
again.
Good, yeah,
that's why we're kind of
so fine, cool. She fell asleep again. Okay, good. I was gonna end it right there
because you woke up.
Yeah, okay. So let's keep going for a little while. This is interesting. You were saying what?
Yeah.
As a stay-at-home dad.
I mean, okay, if you're a woman listening to this, I don't know how many women.
I'm not a woman, so continue.
Yeah, if you're a woman listening to this, if you're a stay-at-home mom, maybe want to be thinking about it, do you think it is a job or do you not think it is a job? You guys can also answer this. I don't think of it as a job. Maybe the cleaning part of the house. I don't really like the cleaning part. That isn't. So I try to schedule thing just so I can get it done and it's good. But I don't really think of it as a job either. It's more like I think about it being privileged that I get to stay home and do pretty much whatever I want, except for, obviously having to do the cleaning. That's like the maybe not the lovely part, but the dogs. I've chosen to have 2 of the dogs are mine, so I have chosen to get dogs. And the baby. 50% mine. I have chosen to do that as well. And if you have chosen to get a child or dogs or pets, whatever, then it should be because you actually like having pets or actually care about having a child. And it shouldn't be a burden to have any of those things, even though it can be hard sometimes with the kid or the dogs. Sure, I feel that as well, obviously, but I feel blessed to be able to stay at home and spend as much time as I can with them. And if I have to clean the freaking house 1 or 2 hours a day, then I'm okay with it. I like cooking, so that's not really...
so that works for you?
Yeah, that works for me.
So you have to realize that guys in this scenario that you're talking about, guys spend 8 hours doing, at least 8 hours, doing things they don't want to do.
Exactly.
And then they come home and they actually want to be there. And they spend, well, at least most of us, they spend their next hours until bedtime the way they really want to spend the day.
I'm just thinking about, the videos and all that stuff on the internet with women being, mad that their husband is tired or whatever when they come home.
Yeah.
Because it's like, obviously he's tired. Yeah. He's been working all fucking day with something he doesn't want to do. Probably hard labor.
Yeah, like blue collar work is not. It's a big. Like you might not think so, but it takes a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Like you might not. Like it's. like you think people sitting in Congress or sitting in the Senate or being in politics is a big deal? Like, try working a blue-collar job all day, every day.
Yeah.
Like, it will be, I would say, I would like to say, I could be wrong, but I would like to say that it's a lot worse
Yeah.
than any of those jobs. And even if you're a public person and you get a lot of threats and whatever, I would still say that it's a lot worse, because guys generally don't care about threats that way, in the same way that maybe women do. That we can generally just shrug it off in a way, but girls generally don't. But a blue-collar job, it's hard labor, and it does take a lot from you, even if you might not think so. And you know, you can think whatever you want, and staying home with the baby, that's to me personally, it's not a job.
No, it's a privilege.
You get to stay home with your baby.
Yeah.
You get to be with your baby all day. And he's not there. He's working. He's trying to make it work. He can't be there with the dogs. He can't be. The baby takes his first steps. And where are you? You're at work.
Yeah.
Oh, fun. It's so great.
Yeah.
I couldn't even be there, you know. And these are the things that I think that it is this way because it works. And suckily enough, as sucky as it is, it works. And we've learned through the ages that it does work, and which is why it is the way it is. And guys are okay with that as long as we know that our family can eat and they don't starve, and we can actually, you know, I just think that's the way it is, you know.
Yeah, and as far as I've seen, I mean, guys do have more energy, I would probably say, for that kind of work than women do.
Sure.
So, I mean, it's like, that's what I'm most scared about. I'm not scared about like our dynamic shifting. I'm mostly scared about what my energy levels, I guess, and stuff like that, and our time being less than it is now together, doing stuff that we want to do together. So that's like the most, that's like what I'm scared about most when I start working again, because that's what I actually care about, our time together.
It's not going to be a problem. You like, okay, imagine the future. Okay, when both of us are working, the kid is at daycare because, well, I mean, where else are you going to pull the kids?
Yeah.
Or get the kids to be, right?
Yeah.
So the kid is going to be at daycare, and you're both going to be working, so there's really no other choice. That's the way the society that we live in is set up.
Yeah.
So when you get home, I'm going to get home.
Yeah.
It's going to be like a 20-minute break in between, maybe. So we're still going to see each other the same way. The only thing you have to really think about is how you spend the rest of the day together. Because, I mean, when you're at work, you might be able to message each other every now and then and whatever, small things like this. But it wouldn't be about the same thing. It wouldn't be about the kid. It wouldn't be about the dogs. It wouldn't be about anything else.
Yeah.
It will be about, how are you doing at work? What are you doing? Is it going great? Whatever it is, something funny happened.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then what? The kid is at daycare, the dogs are at home, and you're working.
Yeah.
And then when you get home, nothing has been done.
Yeah.
Nothing has been cleaned. The kid has just gotten home. She's, you know, riled up as hell.
Yeah.
You're trying to get, you know, normal life to work. And I'm very old-fashioned, unfortunately, and I don't believe it's a good setup. I think it's a bad idea.
Me too.
And I think that generally, the first, I would say 5 or 6 years, I think it's good if the kid and the woman is at home and the guy's working. I think that is something that we've forgotten over the years, and I think that's something that we should actually do. I think that's something that worked, and we've been doing it for the last as long as fucking hell, as long as humanity has been. Like for 1,000 years we've been doing, like, Roman soldiers were gone for 25 fucking years. You got pregnant and then he got drafted and all of a sudden he was gone. You didn't know if he was gonna live or not. Oh, the money stopped coming in. Then what you do? What do you do? The army made a mistake. He wasn't dead. He was alive. Then what? What do you do? Like, this is the problem. Okay, so it's not, that was back then and that's fine, but it's not, I don't think it's natural. I don't think it's something that we should be striving for. I think it's something that we should I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it's good for the kids. And that's generally what men care for. It's the kids. Like, it's like they don't care that they have to spend a whole day at work. If they do 8 hours, 12 hours, whatever they do, they don't care about that. If it's good for their family and it's good for the kids and they survive, they have food to eat, a roof over their heads, and a bed to sleep in, they don't care. Okay? Today it might be different. Some, like, to the feminized men of today, it might be different, but I don't feel that way. I might be old-fashioned in some ways, but me generally, I care too much about the kids to make that happen, even if I have to, because I do have to today. I don't really have a choice. It is what it is today, and if you want to get somewhere, you have to. The women have to work. We both have to work. We have to both do that, but it's just, if I could choose, I would not put either my wife or my kid through that, ever. I would not do that ever. To make strangers raise my kids, to have my wife work, I would never do that if I could. So I would work 12 hours, 14 hours, I don't care. I would make it work. But society is not set up today that way, and we have to
at least.
Not here at least. Exactly. And we have to just make it work. Unfortunately. We used to make that work before we got immigration and all of these things. We used to make it work, and it did work for a long time. It worked for 200 or 300 years. We made it work. All of a sudden we just had to change, and in the last 40 or 50 years we failed our families, we failed our kids, and that's where we are today. And it just keeps on rolling like a machine that is impossible to stop. It's just like a cog that just keeps spinning, right? And you can't put anything in there to make it stop. Unfortunately, it's probably not going to stop in the next, I would say, 50 to 100 years. We ruined it. We destroyed it. And it is what it is. But, you know, what are you going to do? Just, you got to adapt and work through it. That's all you can do right now.
Yeah, it is. Unfortunately.
Right. Maybe we should end it there. What do you think? I think it's a good place to end it. I think we've been going on for a really long time.
Yeah.
We're at 3 hours.
Oh.
And
Opa.
Yeah, that's the longest episode.
Yeah.
Longest episode thus far. So congratulations to us. And I mean, I like doing this episode. I think they're great. I think we're doing a great job, even though nobody really knows about us yet. But still, it's fun. And
it is.
That's why we're doing it, really. And so I hope you're all having a great weekend. We are.